It's like I'm dreaming, you're the one I'm all about. Say
The Havel H2. From just $23,990 drive away. Every drive is a surprise. Have it all.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
If you're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family, check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-Footers Sailing Club.
GE Industrial Solutions.
Pullman Magenta Shores Resort.
ISC.
Prime 7.
Bar TV Sports.
The Entertainment Grounds.
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery.
Marks Men Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 to 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.
We'll have the national anthem too. Yes, we will. And just as we're talking about the anthem going to be coming on shortly, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Newcastle #1 Sports Ground in Newcastle West on a glorious day for grand final football. Terrigal, Avoca and Cardiff to finish off the season in the Black Diamond Cup, brought to you by Hunter Haval. Our expert commentator and resident guru is one Lucas J. Holmes. Louis, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, David. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what it all comes down to, ladies and gentlemen. Black Diamond Cup Grand Final. Terrigal, Avoca, the minor premiers. Cardiff finishing in second place. It's going to be a mouth-watering clash this afternoon.
It's going to be really interesting to see how Cardiff go about this. Can they score enough points to win the game?
Could all spectators please vacate the ground, please? Could all spectators please vacate the ground?
As Gary Birkinshaw gets everybody off the ground in readiness for the national anthem, Lucas. Just fascinating for me to see how it all eventuates. Lucas Holmes, could you please read out the Cardiff team list for today?
Cardiff Hawks Australian Football Club. Number 1, the skipper, Simon O'Brien. 3, Matty Vukovic. 4, Jack Lennon. 5, Chad Mayo. 6, Julian Clements. 10, Cam Jones. 11, the league backman, Zach Medcalf. 13, Kieran Bellamore. 16, Nick Chapman. 17, Bryce Gratz. 18, Brant Jobe. 21, Jack Pratt. 26, the emergency, Scott Hawthorne drops off the bench. 28, Liam Gibson. 29, David O'Donnell. 33, Trent Thompson. 35, the coach's MVP, Marcus Delore. 39, Cal Spore. 42, Josh Murphy. 45, John O'Regan. 48, Tom Quaid. 51, the Elliot Davey medalist, Tom Yanch. And 53, Andrew Walker, David. And the umpires, field umpires, Joey O'Brien, Stephen Bloom, Pat Lally. Boundary umpires, Nick Hickson, Matt Jeffrey, May Ilark. Goal umpires, Tom Sullivan and Jake Lowe. And the emergency is Jake Bateman, David.
Thank you, Lucas. Terrigal Avoca Footy Club. 1, Matt Shorter. 3, James Webster. 4, Kurt Fleming. 5, Lachlan White. 6, Ryan Webster. 7, the coach, Mark Skews. 9, Jack Grimman. 10, in his last game of football, the legend, Peter Van Dam. 11, Alex White. 12, Corey Billons. 13, James Hart. 14, Will McKellar. 15, Jaron Fleet. 16, Brandon Serich. All of whom play in the back line and have a very big role today. 19, Sam Ellis. 20, Jackson Farquhar. 21, Jason Van Dam. 22, Corbin Bond. 24, Sam O'Brien. 25, Alastair Richardson. 27, Dan Houston. And 28, Chris Bishop. Well, we're this close to the Black Diamond Cup Grand Final. We thank our major sponsor, Hunter Haval at East Maitland, who do a sensational job in supporting our league. We're really grateful for this fantastic financial and logistical support of this, our beloved Black Diamond League. Not very far away from a national anthem here, Lucas Holmes, and of course when that comes on we'll stand up and say nothing. Lucas, I'm going to put you on it. I'm going to say I came out and print during the week.
Yeah,
and
I saw that.
I'm going to tip Terrigal Avoca by 22. Yours?
I'm leaning towards Terrigal Avoca at this stage as well by about 3 to 4 goals like you. And I just want to give a short explanation just before we get to the anthem. I think, as you said, Cardiff have to kick a score in order to win this game. I think Cardiff can't bomb their ball into their forward line because that half-back line of Jared Flint, Will McKellar and Alistair Richardson, as well as the backs of Farquhar, Hart and Sarah, tremendous intercept markers. So if they bomb the ball in, they're going to be in a lot of trouble, Cardiff.
Indeed. The national anthem about to take place here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll hand over to Gary Birkinshaw right now.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem, sung by Cherie Lambie.
You right?
Yep.
Great work, Cherie Lambie. There's the national anthem of Australia. Just about ready to rock and roll here, ladies and gentlemen. It is an excellent crowd at Newcastle number 1 Sports Ground. Have a look at the hill on the far side. There's a lot of people here.
Together, Cherie Lambie, fantastic.
Yeah, it was fantastic, Gary. I agree with you there, sir. My pen's gone walkabout. Lucas, can you just take care of the microphone just a minute while I get my pen out?
Yeah. Both skippers, Jason Van Dam for the Terrigal Avoca Panthers, Simon O'Brien for the Cardiff Hawks, went in the middle of the ground. Toss of the coin. And we have Jason Van Dam winning the toss, running from left to right on the screen, David. Just repeat, Jason Van Dam running left to right.
Left to right, and there's a breeze. This is the first time today since Lucas Holmes and I were on the ground, which is some 5 or 6 hours ago, which is extraordinary how quick that's gone. But there's a bit of a breeze popped up here, just trying to get a picture on where it's coming from. When you look at the trees around the ground, it almost looks like it's just up in the stand. The trees on the far side are just moving, just slightly, shouldn't have any part. It is a sensational day for football, Lucas Holmes. Sensational. Here we go. The best 2 teams in the comp all year play in the grand final. This is what you want to see. Terrigal Avoca, this extraordinarily experienced side, up against Cardiff, the family club from Hillsborough Oval, about to move shortly to the Parsonville complex at Cameron Park.
Terrigal Avoca will be kicking to the netball end of the ground.
And I just can't wait. There's so many. This is such a complex game in my mind as to who's going to go where and who's going to pick up whom, whether they play man loose, whether Cardiff allow James Hart to fall off and drop off as third man, where Jensch starts. Now, I think the big fella's already in the centre. I'll just pick that up. So it's Jensch, Delure, O'Brien and Vukovic, Luigi. There's a surprise.
Wow.
Sam Ellis, Chris Bishop, James Webster and Corey Billins. Well, there's almost the elite 8 in the competition.
Yes.
On the ball. There's a couple of others. Scene, of course, is a superb player. And your mate, Jay Reimer.
Yup.
And it's just about ready to go. Cannot wait. Lucas Holmes,
Mate,
enjoy the afternoon.
Thank you very much, David. I cannot wait.
Our
This is
Bar
gonna be
TV,
superb.
sorry, mate. Our Bar TV crew, Izzy and Clay and our EP Liam. Bar TV, the best in the business.
Here we go, David.
Rock and roll time, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Black Diamond Cup Grand Final. Newcastle number 1 Oval. My name's David Ridden, and with me our expert commentator, Lucas Holmes.
What about that for a bounce from Stephen
superb
Bloom?
to start with. Sam Ellis with the tap out. Corey Billins get that first kick of the game. Push out there, not paid. And out comes Gretz. Goes wide. Not marked, not taken there. Jack Grimman picks up. Smothered. Cardiff away, going over here. Belmore. O'Brien. Out of bounds, right in front of us.
Speaking of Jack Grimman, how good was he a fortnight ago, David, in the qualifying final?
Superb. Richardson on the ball here with Chapman. Ellis and Jensch, two of the league's best ruckmen in there. I think there's a bloke from Warners Bay that might get into that list reasonably shortly. Out the ball comes from Bishop, and he's rushed out of over the line by Vukovic. Big cheerio, the Warners Bay Footy Club today. G'day. If you're watching us, guys, at Fine Oval, have a fantastic afternoon. Enjoy. And to all the other clubs sitting around watching the football on Bar TV, have a great day. But to the Warners Bay boys from Lucas and myself, have a great afternoon. Jack Grimman ducks his head. Can't be paid. Ball held in. Stephen Bloom says mine. Lucas, be interested to see if Stephen decides to, on that surface. No, he won't.
And so the umpires tend to bounce the
No,
ball
not
around the ground
no, they
anymore,
don't.
David.
I wish they would. I just love the tradition. O'Brien, great tackle, Webster. And we have Ellis and Yench right in front of us. Good crowd in, Louis. Ellis, too strong. Webster gets the ball out. Richardson. All chance here, wide. No. Out the ball comes Thompson's wrong-footed. Billings goes long. One-on-one contest. In fact, that ball swerved quite a bit and has gone through behind. First score of the grand final, I beg your pardon. Terrigal Avoca point. Cardiff yet to score. Now, Job, who we were speaking to this morning, gets a little short one out. Misses Gretz. No, he eventually takes it. Left foot short. Picked up there by Delua. Marcus goes three-quarter. Over the back. Lennon. No, it's not Lennon. Actually, I think that was Belmore off his wrong foot. Open past here. Dangerous spot. Oh, great tackle. Still alive. Oh, he's done him. Absolutely. Jack Lennon.
Yep.
What a lovely step, Jack Lennon. Cardiff 1 straight. Terrigal Avoca 1 point. Lucas Holmes.
Hunter Haval. Looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval and the range of affordable SUVs. Starting from just $23,990, drive away with a 5-year warranty and 5 years roadside assistance. Hunter Haval, give you more. Book your test drive today.
Yeah, stands up. Richardson does Lennon. And Cardiff are away. Great start for them. Lennon actually kicked a couple last week, didn't he? Looked very lively around the goals, I thought.
He did. He was one of their better players last week was Jack Lennon.
And unlike the lower grades, there is time on here, Lucas, when the ball goes through. So these will be quite a significant amount longer quarters. Now, we're not sure if Patrick's going to bounce today. I'll have a look and see what he's going to do here. I think that Stephen and Joey will bounce. Let's have a look at Pat. No, I think there's a slight back issue there. That's why he's not. That's fair enough. Very good umpire. Out that ball comes Vukovic. Gets it forward again for Cardiff. Oh, dragged out of it, I thought. And paid. Wouldn't this be start? I reckon that's Quaid. Lucas, he's got a jumper on this week. There it is.
Oh, yep. Was a bit slow on that, David. Got there eventually.
Keep up, Lucas Holmes. Keep up.
1-1, mate.
Quaid, left footer for a brilliant start for Cardiff. A behind. Cardiff 1-1-7. Terrigal Avoca 1 point. On comes Walker, who's got a haircut. Now, with Walker coming on, Yench may start to play ruck, rover, or forward, Louis. Very interested to see. Bishop, this masterly kicker of a football. He's going to touch that. It is. Touched by Mayo. Pretty good result, actually. He's got that a long way out. Now, who's going to take the contest? Looks like Walker, I think. Yench and Ellis have nominated from 40 metres away, so Walker is not contesting this one. Over comes Yench. Just pushed out of it, just gets attached to it. O'Brien can't. Crash ball coming out. Grimmin's in there. Delua's not tackled. Now he is. Gone. Who made that tackle? Ellis?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't Bishop.
I don't think it's Bishop.
Is that
Sarich? Yeah, it's Sarich. Now it's Bishop. What a pass that is. In fact, it was not. We went under that. Off goes O'Regan, the Irish international. Comes out to Flint. And when we say he's an Irish international, John O'Regan's actually played Australian rules for Ireland. He's an international Australian rules player. So he's got an international jersey. That's not a carve-up. It's the real deal. Gaelic football background. Would have loved to have played Gaelic football. It looks like a great game to play.
Sensational game to watch too,
David.
David.
Sensational. Great tackle made by Billings on Pratt and held in. So, honours with Cardiff early on. Cardiff 1-1-7 and Terrigal 1 point. Those whistles in the background are quite confusing at times, aren't they?
It's a pain.
Yeah, that's life. Well, you don't want it.
It is.
Gretz, good punch out. Going through, going back with the handball.
Fleming, that was, David.
He's got great hands. Should be marked by Zachariah Metcalf, and he's in front of Pete Van Dam. Goes backwards. Mayo on. Gretz, no, he's told him to go back the other way. So Metcalf will get it back here. 1-2 handball, frees up Mayo. Good football, Cardiff. Go 55 metres in the lovely Mark Flint. And that's his specialty, his intercept marking, Jared Flint. He's won a couple of Subway Morissets this year through doing exactly that. Short ball, not marked. Ball comes out. Scoos, beautiful pass. Ryan Webster goes long and quickly. 2-on-1 here. Can he keep himself? Yes, he can. That's Xander White. Keeps his feet under pressure. Lovely goal. Terrigal, Avoca, 117. Cardiff, 117. We're all square. Lucas Holmes.
Belmont 16-footer Sailing Club. Located on the picturesque Lake Macquarie, Belmont 16s is one of the premier venues in the Hunter region, offering the very best in dining, promotions and entertainment. For all the latest news and promotions, visit 16s.com.au or find us on Facebook, the home of the Black Diamond AFL.
It's a good spot, 16-footers. Lovely work, Xander White. And Terrigal, Avoca steady. Yench and Ellis, we're calling them a lot today. Stephen Bloom, he's going to bounce this football. Just favours Ellis. Gets a tap out. Walker in at Ruck Rover, which is an interesting decision for mine. Delua coming out backwards. Yench pinches the fall off him. Tries to get a handball out. And Stephen Bloom says that's mine. So the Elliott Davey medalist, Tom Yench. Ex-Murray Bushranger, ex-Lavington Panther. To those of you watching down that part of the world, good afternoon in the Albury-Wodonga region. Lovely part of the world. Out there comes from Farquhar. Van Dam's in front here. Pete, beaten by Mayo. Chad. Simon O'Brien, the rat smothered. Gets back, stays on his feet. Got to do something creative with this. Does, screws it around the corner.
And is it a downfield free kick? It is.
Thank you. An ill discipline there. Mark Skews will not be happy. Downfield free kick. Gets a fair piece of that, Vukovic. At the back, lovely grab. James Hart. Off to Shortle. The machine. They're a backline machine, these guys. Skews will use the body. Oh, well done, Lennon. How he got them out of that, I don't know. Sow. He didn't need to run around there. That was interesting. He ran around and ran himself into trouble.
Yeah.
117 apiece. Early doors here. Newcastle #1 sports ground in West Newcastle. Grand final day. Hunter Haval Black Diamond Cup. Tom Yench in front. Goes out back door. That's the patented move. Picked off by Terrigal. Webster just gets a kick away after being put off by Pratt. Pete Van Dam goes long foot. Looks for space for Webster. Gretz is with him. Webster will probably let that go out, and that's the better option. And it's out of bounds. We've got 9.5 minutes elapsed time. Remember that clock there is just the exact time that's been played. We don't have a link into the match clock. Pete Van Dam, tap out at the back. Scoos, tackled straight away. Gretz, left-hand handball. Yench, over his shoulder, I thought, not paid. Gretz. Lovely work out of there by Lennon. Grimman doesn't quite get to it despite a courageous attempt. McKellar. Oh! Skill from the big man. Gets to a one-on-one contest. Oh, great punch in. Webster sniping. Gets it to a contest. Where are the Rovers? Ellis. 6'5" Rover. It's got to stay on their feet. Sam Ellis. It's not Sam Ellis. It's James Webster's got that ball, Louis. So Webster's got it just in front of Ellis. They could have raffled it. 2-1-13 to 1-1-7. Terrigal in front. Lucas Holmes.
We'll just take a little break on the ad reads for a minute, David. As the ball's... Nick Hickson's already got the ball back to the centre.
He's too quick for us, Louis.
He is. I've already seen around the stoppages from the boundary throw-ins.
Just watching here, just to make sure it was Jimmy. Yep, was James Webster. Definitely got that. I could see by the way they were acted towards Webster, that's all. Yep. I thought the big man had got it.
Just seen around the ground, the stoppages is Marcus Delore and James Webster coming together on a few occasions, so that's a mouth-watering matchup already.
Different types of players, aren't they? James Webster and Marcus Delore, but they're both very effective. Grimmond. Terrigal Avoca have woken up here. Lovely pass and finds Jason Van Dam. Now, that's in range for Jason. He's got a reasonably good left foot. He's given it off. Webster from the line! Misses. Terrigal Avoca 2-2-14. Cardiff 1-1-7. 11 minutes elapsed time here at Newcastle #1 in the grand final. Lucas.
Didn't have a problem with the distance, did he, James Webster?
Long ball out from Metcalf. Big pack fly at the back, punching Van Dam. Pete. And someone's been grabbed out of that. It's Chappie. Yeah, Nick Chapman's been grabbed out of that. Gets the free kick. Pete Van Dam on the mark. Goes short. Punch out comes. Richardson reading. Overruns it. Delure in there. Great tackle. Delure just got rid of it. Grimmin, who's been lively early. That's a big play. Needs to hold that football now. Thompson's done enough to hold him up. Short ball comes out. Scoos. Right-hand handball.
Chris Bishop's just come off the bench and he's alone, unattended at this minute, David.
Don't need him at the moment.
Now he's going to run straight back to the goal square and he's now calling for the football.
Metcalf spotted him. It's Webster. Jimmy's going to take this kick. I'll just get the glasses out, Louis, to see where that man, exactly where he is. Okay, Chad Mayo, I reckon, is just... No, it's not Mayo, it's O'Regan. Webster will take this just inside the arc, maybe 2 or 3 metres. So Webster has kicked it, looking at the Terrigal Avoca faithful. Second goal to the Triple Elliott Davey medalist, James Webster. What a man to come back into your side this late in the season. Terrigal Avoca, 3-2-20. Cardiff, 1-1-7. Lucas Holmes and Ed Reed, please.
GE Industrial Solutions. GE Industrial Solutions, partnering with the mining community in the Hunter for the past 50 years, delivering safe and reliable electrical equipment and engineering services to our customers. Also proud sponsor of the BDAFL women's competition.
After an early goal from Cardiff, it's been Xander White, James Webster. Cardiff up now by 14 points. As it's quite cool and pleasant up here in the stands. Lovely bounce, O'Brien. Yench over the top of Pete Van Dam. Well read to lure. Lightning handball out to Chappie. Goes long. Very long. What a goal. There's an answer for you. Nick Chapman. Instantaneous response, Cardiff. Cardiff 2-1-13. Terrigal Avoca 3-2-20. Lucas Holmes.
Pullman Magenta Shores Resort. Pullman Magenta Shores Resort is an exceptional 5-star resort set on 52 acres on the New South Wales Central Coast. Nestled between the pristine waters of the Pacific Ocean, Terrigal Lakes, and surrounded by National Park, this resort offers guests everything.
It's a great spot. He's well inside the square, and I reckon this goes over the fence. Oh, just short. So that's a great kick. Just wondering if that's where the breeze is going. You can feel that little bit of a zephyr here, Louis.
Yes, David.
Pete Van Dam in the ruck, giving Ellis a break. And Yench is starting to get the ball at the moment because of the superiority in the ruck. Oh, someone's taking that. Oh, no, not paid. Not paid to Jones. He's filthy about it. The Rat O'Brien's in there. Almost a push in the back against Lockie White. And we've got a ball up. Pat Lally has the football.
Interesting here in the Terrigal Avoca forward line, Corey Billings is the deepest forward, David.
Thank you. No clear ball coming out there. Quaid gets that ruck contest out with his right. Held in. Now, the non-controlling umpire, Joseph O'Brien's picked that out, and Pat Lally's got a free kick. Chris Bishop has jagged that kick. Scoos is away. No. He's going to look out here for Farquhar and hits him lace out. Farquhar looking at his options. There's not much on. In fact, there's no one on. He's almost got to go long and hope for the best. To O'Brien. Chappie's got the sit. Chapman takes that mark behind Webster. Well read. Contest coming by Ellis. Beautiful mark, Vukovic. Not tackled. Spore coming down the middle. McKellar, as they so often do, free a loose man. That's part of their structure, Terrigal. One of the best sides I've seen at local level. But a poor kick intercepted by Thompson, who has to do nothing but stand and wait. Thompson, with that laconic style of his. No mark paid. Xander wide. Keeps that ball in, actually. Continuing on, Quaid. Ball comes out. Thompson again. Scoos in there. Thompson again. Xander wide again. Going with the soccer tactics. They've made 30 metres out of it and out of bounds.
Bit more aerodynamic with that haircut, Will McKellar. Makes it a fair bit quicker.
Yeah, I don't often talk about haircuts, Lucas. That gets me in trouble. Lucas is chuckling away there. He'll keep. Tom Yench, gone, I would have thought. Not paid. Tried to beat two men and couldn't. James Webster, who's been just about the best player on the ground. Mark taken beautifully by Jack Grimmin. Oh, he's been called to go. Fires out a handball. Long raking left foot kick. Ryan Webster's got the sit. Price gets him off balance, ducks his head, and he's in trouble. Yeah, and paid. So Corey Billings is on the wrong side for a left footer. Joseph, I was looking at Stephen Bloom, but O'Brien had the whistle. Watch for Terrigal to try and free someone out fat side of the ground. There's a big hole in there. Yeah, that's right. The Lucas is pointing there, I reckon. Billings. Oh, he hasn't. Oh, wow. Goodness gracious me. Corey Billings with a terrific goal from a very acute angle. Terrigal Avoca 4-2-26, Cardiff 2-1-13. Lucas J. Holmes.
ISC has been at the cutting edge of designing and manufacturing apparel for elite sporting teams for over 20 years. They're proud to be the official apparel partner of the Black Diamond AFL.
Billings, I reckon up to this stage, hasn't decided to have a ping. 1 metre inside the line. And Pete Van Dam announces that is a superb left footer. Terrigal Avoca up by 13 points. Just check that on the board to make sure 26-13 is right, Louis. Yep, thank you. 26-13. And we have a ball up. 18 minutes elapsed time. Patrick Lally has the football. Ellison Yench back on the ball. Yench with a lovely right-handed tap. Belmore comes flying through. McKellar does as well. Fleming in there. Pratt in there. Webster. Grimmond at ground level where he does so much good work. For once his execution lets him down. And Pat Lally says, I'll have the footy. So early results today. Premierships to Cardiff in reserve grade. And the Maitland Football Club, their first ever premiership in the Black Diamond Plate. Look forward to calling Maitland and Singleton in the Cup next year. Tom Yench, kick out of that one. That's a 30-metre punch and a chance. But when boozles everyone and off goes this impressive character, Fleming. One bounce. Goes on his right. Scoose is making room in front of Thompson. He's dragged out of it, I thought. Thompson goes hard. Gets rid of the football. Pratt over the shoulder. Free kick. He's almost within range for a left footer. Pat Lowry's got him where he wants him. Goes short. Richardson in front. Oh, trouble. He's got to pick that up. Out it comes to Sarich. Being held out of it. O'Brien gets rid of it. Here's a chance. Simon O'Brien. No, he's not going to have a ping. He didn't have enough time. Well read by Vukovic. Not out of this. Now at the back is Thompson. He gets a fair piece of that. Trent Thompson, a goal! High quality first quarter here at Newcastle number 1. Terrigal Avoca 4-2-26. Cardiff 3-1-19. Lucas J. Holmes.
Prime 7. In 2017, Prime 7 has every big game live and free. Coverage includes 4 games every round on 7, mate, including Friday and Saturday night and Sunday afternoons. Black Diamond AFL and Prime 7, your local AFL team.
Trent Thompson 1 metre inside the arc and kicks that. That's a beauty. I reckon that Reese is going right to left. Just. There's a couple of kicks that they've had. Chappie's goal and Thompson's goal. They just kept going, Lucas. Yeah. Yench and Ellis bouncing is... No, I'm sorry, that's Pete Van Dam. Yench again. In fact, Webster gets a third tap out. Vukovic goes forward. Jones has been quiet this quarter. Good tackle made. McKellar will put on a step. Very good in traffic is the big man and goes long down the wing. Tom Yench, great pluck in front of Pete Van Dam. And that's 50. Now, at this ground, which is not long, Yench will end up, I'd suggest, inside the arc here. Just watching Stephen Bloom. So Yench has got a clear shot at goal here. And the big fella's actually quite a good set shot.
Yeah.
If his usual thing, he'll spin the ball in his hands a couple of times before he takes his kick. There he goes. 5 times. Pete Van Dam's 5 metres inside the arc on the mark. This is definitely within range for the Elliott Davey medalist. What's he going to do? Tom Yench. Misses. You talk someone up. Cardiff 3-2-22. Terrigal Avoca 4-2-26 in a very open and entertaining first quarter. Lucas Holmes.
Yes, just like the last Black Diamond Plate game, as the ball is marked there by Grimmin. No, wait, that's not Grimmin, is it? That is Lockie White. Yeah. Anyway, White goes long and wide.
Two plays in that Metcalf punched in front of Thompson there. Oh, lovely 1-2 handball. And the prime mover, James Webster. Can he deliver? Oh, Yench again. Had a purple patch in the last couple of minutes as the big fella. Called to play on. That was not illegal by Terrigal. It was told to play on. Xander White. Left footer. Pete Van Dam's underneath that one. Can't quite grab the mark. Grimmin roving. Check side! Misses. 4-3-27 Terrigal Avoca. Cardiff 3-2-20. Nearing the end of the first quarter of an enthralling grand final so far in the Hunter Vale Black Diamond Cup GF. Newcastle #1 sports ground in Newcastle West with a very healthy crowd. Good numbers here. Right down the spine. That's brave. James Webster. Oh, great tackle and gone. Oh, man, that's gone. He had prior. Okay.
Great tackle there, Jack Lannon.
Superb. Yench not in this ruck contest.
Delure
went up and gets the roving. Goes long with an unintended barrel and hits Thompson. Don't be surprised to see Thompson go because there's no one at home. No one! Behind, Cardiff 3-3-21. Terrigal Avoca 4-3-27. There's no doubt in my mind that breeze is going right to left, Lucas. Yep. Just a slight breeze.
Because of that, Terrigal Avoca to kick 4 goals against the breeze. It might have a telling tale later in this game, David.
Yeah, we might have a look at that later on. Just get out in the open and see what it's like, Louis, I think. Short ball comes out. Richardson, who's had a couple of touches but hasn't had much to do. Long ball. Richardson really gets a piece of that. Chase is on here. Metcalf goes for the line. Interesting for mine that Cardiff's 3 goals have come from followers. Thompson, a wingman, and Chapman and Lennon, the runners. Webster with 2. So really the only guy who plays forward a lot who's kicked a goal in the first quarter is Alexander White.
Yes.
That's a football whistle, not a netball whistle, and that's to Bishop. Ball doesn't come back on the full, but the umpire says that's okay. Bishop. Webster's pushed out of that, I thought Fleming. Ryan Webster just chops that up. Not 15. Pratt finds a terrific handball. He's got Thompson out wide. Lovely pass. Finds Gibson, who's been very quiet this quarter. Hasn't had much to do. Spearing ball, Thompson, who's run on down, has been very lively this quarter. Shocking kick, really, in the context. Jones gets it forward. Oh, that's almost deliberate. And the umpire, Stephen Bloom, says, no, it's not deliberate. We'll have a throw in.
Almost 25 minutes gone here, David.
Indeed. Throw in from Mayi. Comes in. Secondary ball upcoming here. 25 minutes gone. Cardiff up by 7 points. Sam Ellis is in there, along with the LA Davey medalist Tom Yench. Yench gets that one left-handed. Oh, Pratt's got a chance. Oh, misses. Gee, I didn't think he had a chance getting that out. Cardiff coming back, 3-4-22. It's Terrigal Avoca 4-3. Getting close to the end of this quarter. 7 goals. There will be some time on. Bishop off one step. Oh, almost at the back. Fleming comes through. Mayo, good step. Gee, a late goal here would be helpful. Marking contest. Jones couldn't quite get there. I thought Bishop might have been legged in there.
Rush through from behind, David.
3-5-23. 4-3 to Cardiff. 4-3-27 Terrigal Avoca. Bishop's going to go very short. That's not even 15. James Hart, that is. Oh, dear. Finds Mayo. Cardiff starting to get a bit of footy here. That's an important marking contest. Now, Jensch might have the siren go here shortly. So Jensch will kick again inside the arc, or maybe just on it. Now, his usual system is to bend over and throw the ball up to himself a couple of times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So he has it's a 5 throw up, Louis. I've picked that. And there is the siren to put Cardiff in front. Tom Jensch outside the arc. What's the big man done?
Got it.
Wow. There's the cringe that's coming to the top. Tom Jensch a goal. And Cardiff are in front in this grand final. 4-5-29 to 4-3-27. Single goals to Cardiff to Jack Lennon, Nick Chapman, Trent Thompson, and that late goal to Tom Jensch. And 4 goals to Terrigal, Avoca, James Webster 2, Alex White 1, Corey Billings 1. Very even first quarter. Cardiff coming back right at the death there.
They did fast start from Terrigal, Avoca, if anything, but then Cardiff worked their way back into it. And as you said, in front by 2 points in quarter time, David.
Indeed. Back with you shortly here at Newcastle #1 Sports Ground with Cardiff leading by 2 points.
It's like I'm dreaming, you're the one I'm all about. Say
The Havel H2. From just $23,990 drive away. Every drive is a surprise. Have it all.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
If you're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family, check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-Footers Sailing Club,
GE Industrial Solutions,
Pullman Magenta Shores Resort,
ISC,
Prime 7,
Bar TV Sports,
The Entertainment Grounds,
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery,
Marks Men Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 to 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.
Back here with you at Newcastle #1 Sports Ground. Terrigal, Avoca, a late goal to put them in front. Tom Jensch, a beautiful spot from just on the arc. As Jack the Beast Monahan and his entourage walk in, all the Cardiff fans are coming in to say hello. Hello, Beast. How are you, son? Good lad, good lad. So Cardiff in front by 2 points. Lucas, can I just take this opportunity to wish you all the very best at university for the next 3 years. You've been a fantastic colleague for me over the last 18 months. You've done an outstanding job. It's great to have you here with me every week. And coming to know you as a bloke and as a fellow commentator, you've done an outstanding job. And you should be very proud of yourself. So congratulations on all of your work with Bar TV and the Black Diamond Footy League, and all the best to you in Bathurst. Hope you have a great time.
Thank you very much, David. Once again, thanks Bar TV and Black Diamond AFL, and to you personally, David. It's been great. You've made a lot of difference to me, developing me as a commentator and just a person as well. So it's very humbling, and thank you very much for that.
No problems, mate. Thank you for such kind words. So just about ready to get going here. There's a very decent crowd. This is the biggest crowd I've seen at a Black Diamond game, Lucas Holmes. And a very good crowd here clearing the ground at number 1. So Cardiff came back really hard at the end of that quarter, I thought, Lucas Holmes, and did a very, very fine job. What we might do at half-time is both of us get out, and actually, if we can get out in the field and have a look and just see what that breeze is doing. Your point that Cardiff have kicked 4 goals, Terrigal have kicked 4 goals to the right-hand end of screen could be quite perceptive. That may be that they've not, Terrigal have kicked some goals against the breeze. Again, waiting for the fans to clear the ground. We won't start play until they're all over the fence. Very healthy crowd here. Really good to see. A lot of the Singleton people staying around. Maitland people.
Everyone vacate the ground, please.
The voice of the Black Diamond AFL, Lucas Holmes, Gary Birkinshaw.
Sure is. The great man doing his work.
Indeed.
Here we go, second quarter.
Second quarter. He'll be cheering on Richmond next week at the MCG, I'm sure.
God help us.
Yes. That will come back, I think. No, Ellis gets the tap. Webster puts a tackle on straight away. Out the back comes Webster.
Lockie White.
It was Lockie White, sorry, it was. And so Grimmon's in front here of Belmore. Right footer. Where are the Rovers? Pete Van Dam gets a left-hand handball out. Richardson goes long. There's a bit of open pasture there. Got to get in front, son. Now, that ball will probably go out of bounds. No, it stays in. Flick backwards. Rush kick coming out from Cardiff. On taken. Sam O'Brien? Yes. So Sam O'Brien, who has going to take this kick from 40 metres or 35 metres out. Gary was telling me a story. He injured himself a couple of years ago so seriously in the grand final that they didn't think he'd play footy again. O'Brien.
It's wonderful. Well, it sounds like that then. It's wonderful for him to see him come back.
O'Brien, can he put them back in front? Yep. Sam O'Brien, a lovely goal. Terrigal Avoca back in front. Terrigal Avoca, 5 goals, 333. Cardiff, 4-5-29. Lucas Holmes.
The entertainment grounds on the Central Coast. The entertainment grounds on the Central Coast has quickly established itself as a premier events location. The entertainment grounds is an indoor and outdoor multi-purpose community facility for functions, events, festivals, weddings, exhibitions, as well as horse racing.
Lovely goal, O'Brien. Really professional finish. Terrigal Avoca back in front in what's been a seesawing grand final. High scoring, which is good to see. Cardiff certainly really having a dip here. Great bounce, Stephen Bloom. Jens right-handed, beats Ellis that time. Good tackle put on Vukovic. And Stephen Bloom comes in from the edge of the block, which is in great nick, Lucas. We're out there early today. It was quite tacky and not too hard underfoot.
It isn't, David. Almost could get a roller out there and
Oh, yeah, I reckon so.
have a go. As Stephen Bloom calls for the ball again. Sorry.
Might be some other games of football on this ground left yet after today's grand final. I'm not quite sure.
No juniors all the juniors grand finals tomorrow at Tolkabur at Lake Macquarie, David. So no juniors games here.
Yeah, might be another code that may have asked him for the use of the ground. I'm not sure if that's going ahead yet. But and the great Angus Darling's just walked in. Jewel Elliott Davey medalist from Terrigal Avoca. Great player he was. Pratt left-footed. Where's this one going to bounce? In front. Packer players forming. Lennon with a little right footer. Flint can put that through. A goal! Josh Murphy right at the death, I reckon. Yes. Sorry, no, it wasn't. It was Liam Gibson, actually. Liam Gibson in 28 kicks that one. Cardiff back in front by 2 points. 5-5, 5-3. Thank you, Lucas. That's all right, mate. No problem.
Do you know if anybody out there, Angus Darling, when he left Terrigal Avoca a few years ago, has gone to play in the VFL for Coburg? Do you know if he's still down there, still playing for Coburg, David?
I think you find he's retired. He and his wife have got 4 kids.
Okay, righto. There you go. What a great career of Angus Darling then, David.
Fantastic career. Ellis gets that one down. Read beautifully by Delure. Pratt. There's a chance. He's got to get on his left. Good.
High.
Should have been called high. I agree. Corbin Bond's all over his man there. And probably the best decision given by Joe O'Brien. He's bought a mouthful from Corbin Bond. O'Brien, trust me, he's a hard little man. He'll ignore it. Even money, that tap out between Ellis and Yench. Bishop. I saw Joe O'Brien deal with a difficult situation at Adelaide Street in a final a couple of weeks ago. And just the poise and composure he showed under a lot of pressure was really impressive. It's no wonder he's such a good umpire.
He's a very, very good umpire, David. Keeps calm in the tightest of situations.
I would not be surprised at the size to see he'd become a leader of some kind at some stage in his life. He's got that mentality and that composure.
Very good communication skills with the players as well, David, is what you want from your umpires. Possesses that in abundance.
Well done, Ellis. Too much body strength there. Gretz, Belmore. Comes out eventually. Almost pushing the back.
Bang on, David.
Lachlan White against Lachlan White, that one. And it's Vukovic. I reckon he's too far out. Just puts it up forward and more hopeful than anything and finds a man. And that's Gibson again. Gibson's got his chance to kick 2 goals in about 3 minutes here. That ball really fell into his lap. Little chip shot from Vukovic. What's Liam going to do here? Miss to the left side. Behind. Cardiff 5-6-36. Terrigal 5-3. Almost 6 minutes gone lapse time. They go straight away. Find Grimmer and he misses. Belmore gets him, but not before he gets the ball away. Well done, Grimmer. Oh, here comes some speed. Oh, what an effort by Jobe. Pete Van Dam goes long. Finds his brother. Very well done at the back by O'Donnell. Jason Van Dam's been reasonably quiet today. Actually, so is Pete. So they'd both like to get onto the scoreboard at some stage. Just repeating earlier on, Carnival and Cardiff in the reserve grade grand final. Win to Cardiff. Singleton and Maitland in the plate grand final and a convincing win to Maitland. Their first ever premiership. Coming through like was Gretz. Billings tries to tap it out. No clear possession coming in there, I would have thought. Ball up, and Joseph O'Brien's got the whistle at the moment. Mark Scouse has also been quiet today, Lucas Holmes, actually.
He has, actually, David.
Ball comes out left-footed. Oh, just off the ground there. He's a big ball. Quaid just gets the ball out. Flint. Try to curve this one around the corner. Does. That's a good kick to get that much distance to keep it in bounds, Lucas Holmes.
It is, David, but you would expect someone of Mark Scoose's class and experience to bob up in the big moments, David.
Yes. He won't be dormant for long, my friend.
No.
Interesting game of football so far. Real chess game. Tap out there coming from, I think it was Dan Houston in 27 it was. That's over the shoulder. Not paid. Oh, that's definitely bump over the shoulder, not paid. Belmore. No mark, no kick made there. That could have been holding the ball. Grimmin in there. Again. Tough football out there. No clear ball coming out. And Joey O'Brien says, thanks, I'll have it. Wouldn't be anywhere else for Quids, Lucas Holmes. This is just fantastic.
It's been a great day and will continue to be a very good day, David.
Nice. Tom Yench. league ruck, Philippa Smythe on our right. She'll be there in the 400-metre race at half-time. Second in the best and fairest medal this year to the wonderful Alison Parkin.
She came back storming late in that vote count, David, didn't she?
She did 5 of the last 6 games. She provided best on ground. That's an amazing performance. Especially with Lisa Steen and Sophie Balcom yapping at your heels every minute. Oh, he's away here, Scoos. Got himself in a space. Goes quickly and directly. Good body work. Shortall's got to chase now. Got to tackle. Can't. O'Donnell too good for him on that occasion. Zachariah Metcalf. Lovely, very sensible, smart play from Cardiff. A big contest there. Yench has done superbly well. Finds his mate Delua, who's tackled immediately. There's O'Brien. Yench tries to find a man. Grimmin in there, yapping away. Sam O'Brien's gone to ground. Actually, it's Jason O'Brien, Van Dam, I think. Ground level. Hard football in here. Not a place for the faint-hearted. Marcus gets that football eventually and tackle without prior.
Now for Mr. Matheson, who is our winner of the Hamal kick for cash.
Joseph O'Brien puts the ball up in the air. Yench bumped out of that one in a legal contest. Houston slung late. Gretz, lovely hands. And he's gone. Bellamore's away. 1. Too far, I thought. Close, I tell you. Goes long. Oh, my goodness me.
Is that Walker?
It's either Walker or Murphy.
Great running goal, Cardiff. Takes them to 6-6-36.
Tom Quaid.
We're both
lovely
wrong.
goal, Quaid.
6-42. Terrigal Avoca 5-3-33. Matt Matheson.
9 points the difference at the moment.
If he could come down with a Hamal down here at the end of the ground, we'll set him up for a kick for $500 at half-time.
Yeah, Quaid gets his football outside the arc. Sorry, there's been a lot of announcing in the background. Didn't want to talk over it. And a lovely finish from Quaid. Cardiff are playing very good football here at the moment. And Terrigal Avoca have got some answers to come up with very quickly. Bloom bouncing. Good work, Ellis. Mayo. Still Mayo. Stephen Bloom says that's mine. So 9 points of difference, about 11 minutes gone, elapsed time in this second quarter. Tom Yench, a lovely tap out. Marcus Delua, handball out. Pratt can't quite get rid of the football. Ball comes out the back here to Webster. He can't quite pick it up either, despite the... Marcus Delua extracts that well. Another tackle made. Marcus Delua and James Webster. There's some quality, Louis.
Sure is, David. Great to see players of that calibre going head-to-head against each other. Bloom throws the ball up again. Give that to Van Dam.
Oh, it was Pete, was it? Thank you. Lovely hand straight to Scoos with that beautiful left foot of his. One-on-one contest. Sam Ellis. Great work, Ellis. Fantastic use of the body. And if there's a development in Sam Ellis's game, one of the things he's done this year, he started to kick a lot of goals. Terrigal Avoca 6-3-39, keeping in pace with Cardiff. 6-6-42 as the LA Davey medalist comes off for a rest. Mark Scoos goes long. Look at Ellis use his body and his hip there. Didn't use his hands or his arms. Well done on Metcalf. He had to sit on him. Yench comes off for a rest, Lucas Holmes.
Yeah.
And Walker goes straight on. So Ellis has gone to full forward for a while. I'm imagining that leaves Pete in the ruck, which was called by Lucas Holmes last time. So, yes, secondary ruckman at this tab. Andrew Walker on the left, Pete Van Dam on the right. With Yench having a spell off on the bench and Sam Ellis up in the square. Up the ball goes. Pete Van Dam another tap down. Going well in there with that Yench bringing the ball. Jason gets that one out. Lovely hands. Not 15, I wouldn't have thought. Call to play on. Ryan Webster trying to get the ball out. Here it comes out for Regan from Cardiff. 1-on-2. Terrigal should pick this one up. They do.
Fleming.
Goes long. And beautiful judgment by Webster. Bishop's on in the middle. Ignored him. Scoos is still free. You won't get the ball to Scoos. There'll be someone coming off him, yes. Mayo's seen that Scoos is loose.
You wouldn't expect to go straight across the length of the ground. It could be easily turned over there.
Webster, who's usually a reasonable shot at goal. That's going to be short. At the back was Scoos. Trying to put him off balance, they are. Yeah, gets the Shepherd. Shortle over the shoulder. Is that a down for no, it's play on. They played and took the advantage. Sorry, yes, I was watching the umpire just to see what he was giving. And we have a ball up in a dangerous position for Cardiff, almost in the middle of the goal square. You would think the Cardiff Rucks will try and keep this defensive without going over the line, Lucas. This won't go back in play. Keeps it in play from Van Dam. He gets a tap. Scoos, shoulder.
And paid.
Job gets him over the shoulder. Scoos gives him a mouthful and will go back and kick a goal to put Terrigal Avoca in front.
This might get him kick-started, mate, for Mark Scoos to get his...
Third place in the Elliot Davey medal for Mark Scoos with 17 votes, behind Simon O'Brien with 19 and the winner Thomas Yench with 25. So great performance from Scoos and does the business. Terrigal Avoca back in front, 2 straight goals. Mark Scoos' first goal.
What will be interesting will be the Terrigal Avoca best and fairest count. There's plenty of players there that will be up there for the award.
Fleming and Alice for mine.
Yep.
Scoos won't be eligible. He's got enough class, so he'll make himself ineligible as the coach. Terrigal Avoca 7-3-45. Cardiff 6-6-42. 14 and a half minutes elapsed time here. Been a very entertaining grand final. 13 goals in the first half so far. Back to the centre it goes. Scoos is still having an argument with Job. He's got the hairnet on today, as Brant. I've never had to use one of those in my career, Lucas.
Nor have I so far, David. So.
Oh, well done, Walker. Gets that ball down. Short all going through. Good tackle, mate. Comes out, actually. Marcus Toulou's getting a lot of the football today, Louis. Called his name a lot. Lovely pluck by Lockie White. Plays on immediately. Goes out towards Shortle with Vukovic. Pushed out of it too easily. Van Dam, 1-2. Lovely work, Jason Van Dam. Now danger. Bishop will either have a ping or hit this lace out. Oh, my goodness. He does that so often, find his man. Webster plays on goals. The umpire stopped that, Lucas. Oh. The umpire has said, no, you may not play on. So Ryan Webster will have to go back and take his kick again. Tory Coburn in front of us, who was Singleton's best in their in the league, best and fairest for the Women's League. Had a great year, Tory Coburn, and missed a few games and could almost have come to top 3 if she'd have played the whole season. She was superb in her first year of footy.
She did, but so did the whole Singleton Roosters women's side. To get 5 or 6 wins this season is incredible.
Webster, he'll finish this. And does. Goal, Ryan Webster, his first of the day. Terrigal Avoca have kicked 3 in a row now and have just started to settle for the first time in the match. Terrigal Avoca 8-3-51, Cardiff 6-6-42. And I'm a bit surprised it's been a very open, entertaining fixture. Lucas Holmes.
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery. Sports Coast Trophy, the leading supplier of trophies and embroidery on the Central Coast. They're also proud supporters of the Black Diamond AFL.
They are indeed. Just waiting for the ball to come back to Patrick Lally. He's got it now. So Yench still off. Houston and Walker this time. Houston goes late and gets the tap. Out of ball comes Bishop off his non-dominant. Scoos! What a grab from the coach. And he will go back and take his very polished finisher, is Mark Scoos. So Scoos, after we were talking about the fact he hadn't got many touches, has just started to get a few touches now. And he's going for his second goal in the quarter. Gets a fair bit of that. Pulls it left. Is it out of bounds or a behind? It's a behind. Terrigal Avoca 8-4-52. Cardiff 6-6-42. And Cardiff have slowed a little bit here. A lot of pressure from Terrigal. Up by 10 points. 7.5 minutes elapsed time. Short ball comes out. Zach Metcalf plays on. Almost to one-hander Murphy. Billings is in there causing havoc, as he always does. Lovely blind turn, Sarich, but a poor handball doesn't help Bridgerton. Webster can't get the football out before he's tackled. Delura's in there. Now it comes out. Again it comes out. Corbin Bond. Bishop's got a chance now. He's got someone to hit. He's left! Xander White? Yes. So Bishop with that lovely left foot. You could see it on our cameras there. As soon as he could get on his left, you knew there was delivery coming. And Bishop, who was telling us earlier on the season, he's a West Australian by birth and played football with both Wests and Norths in Sydney before making his way to Pantherland. That's interesting. Marcus Delors coming off, and he's a bit gimpy on that right leg, so I'm sure they'll hope he's okay. Xander White ran close to the man on the mark, and he's kicked a goal. That's 4 in a row for Terrigal. 9-4-58. 6-6-42. Lucas Holmes.
Marksman Workforce. Marksman Workforce have been great supporters of the Black Diamond AFL since 2016.
They have indeed. I thought Xander here we go on the replay, Louis. I thought Xander went too close to the man on the mark. Long run up or walk up. That's part of his plan. That ball was going right and swerved back late. Ryan Webster says it's a goal. Stephen Bloom with the bounce. So Stephen Bloom to come back with the bounce here. Walker. Houston, well done left-handed. Bishop, who's starting to really put some influence on this game, as is the coach Mark Scoos. Shortall gets bundled out of it. It's come out now. It's just out now. Out from Houston. Webster at the back. Can't quite get his hands in it. Flint puts it back from whence it came. Vukovic. Belmore, I beg your pardon. Shortall gets it away. Terrigal Avoca launching another attacking rate. What can Xander White do? Can he stop him? Stop Job? He can't. Goes long. Oh, great pluck at the back. Lovely hands. They're on here. He's got to go quickly. Now, he's put it up, which is a strange decision, really. Bond gets it out. Still not over and done with yet by any means. What can Cardiff come up with here? They need a goal very badly. White's got to put that through. It's still in. Yench is up there. They've kept it in. Watch for a soccer coming in. And I think that's bundled through. It is. As part of a tackle. 6. If Lucas Holmes can eventually push it right. You numbnut. Carter 6-7-43. Terrigal Avoca 9-4-58. I'm in trouble because I've had a go at Louis.
No, I was say big fat fingers don't help either, David.
Oh, you should talk.
As the kick-out's gone along to the half-forward flank, which in turn is kicked towards Richardson on centre wing.
Lovely sleight of hand there. Gets to Pratt, gets to Walker. Too many handballs. Terrigal putting lots of pressure on here. The Panthers. Houston. Jason Van Dam. Eventually plucks that out of there. Goes long with that left foot of his. Out of bounds in front of Ellison Metcalf, and he's gained 50 metres for his side. Jason Van Dam. 21 minutes elapsed time in the second quarter of this, the Hunter Haval Black Diamond Cup Grand Final on Bar TV with our crew, Isabel Clay and our EP Liam. Bar TV, the best in the business.
They sure are, David. Done a tremendous job all season for us.
Yep. Liam's done more kilometres than the Leyland brothers in the last 5 or 6 weeks. He's been all over the shop. Oh, Belmore, lovely spin move, gets out of there. Oh, good tackle, mate, however. Gee, it's hard contested footy. That's what you want in a Cup GF. Pratt down there, Richardson in there. Pratt coming through hard. Oh, gee, that was low contact, I thought, with the leg, but the ball comes out. Who's in there going to win this contest? No one yet. James Hart's in there, and that ball's not out. Great tackle by Hart.
Ball's gone out of bounds, I think, David.
Hart leaping for and reaching out and grabbing O'Brien and stopping him flying down that flank. O'Brien's been quiet too.
He has.
I wonder whether Lachlan White's staying on him. Ball comes out, Houston. It's interesting for me that Houston's not being used as forward. Marcus Delura is not right there. I'm sure he's got a knock. He's just done some money. He's not great. Imagine he'll see it out. Yench, tap out. Playing forward is Yench. Smothered. Going back and forth like a pinball here. Pratt's dropped his head.
He may be going back into the ruck now, Tom Yench, because Andrew Walker's just come off the field.
Talua's ready to go back on as the great Morris Goolagong walks along in front of us. Leading goal kicker in league history. He's a great bloke too, Morris Goolagong, when you talk to him. He's just a champion fellow.
He's a very nice gentleman, is Morris Goolagong.
Bishop trying to rove this, but he's pushed off it by O'Brien. Yench goes to ground. And it's a ball on. So it's 15 points of difference. Terrigal coming back hard this second quarter. 9 goals to 6, a 15-goal first half. Entertaining stuff for the big crowd here at Newcastle No. 1 Sports Ground. Sam Ellis, a right-hander out. Ball at ground level, held in there. Umpire Patrick Lally says, I'll have it, thank you. Gary Birkinshaw will host the Hunter Havale Kick for Cash and the 400-metre race for women at half-time, which will broadcast on Bar TV. That's a push-out and paid against Tom Yench. Bishop's gone. Paid taking the advantage and gone. It will go long. Goes really, really long. Picked off by Metcalf, who's given Pete Van Dam a bit of a touch-up so far. Back to ball comes for Cardiff. Can they get something going here late? Gretz. Is that downfield? Downfield against Jimmy Hart, which is most unusual. Quaid will have this kick from the arc. There won't be any leads coming out of it. Terrigal have got Corbin Bond in the slot and a couple of others as well. Quaid, who kicked one from here last week. Gets it up in there. It's going to fall short. Yench is up there. Can't quite grab the ball. Ball's out of bounds, I think, with Ryan Webster and Simon O'Brien. 24 minutes gone. 24 and a half minutes gone. Big crowd, Lucas. It's great.
It is.
It is a glorious day. It's absolutely brilliant day here today.
The atmosphere is electric, David.
Yeah, it's good. So, here goes Pete Van Dam. He needs better hands than that. And ball goes out in front of Metcalf. Not a bad result.
Does that professionally, I think, does Pete Van Dam. Gets the ball over the boundary line.
300 gamers do those sort of things, don't they, Lucas?
They sure do, David. And what a career he's had. Needs to cap it off today, however, with a fairy tale finish for him.
Oh, whoa. Wow. What a ride on Yench by Ellis. And there is half-time. Cardiff, 6-7-43. Terrigal Avoca, 9-4-58. Goals to James Webster, a double. Alexander White, a double. Ryan Webster, Mark Hughes. Corey Bellon, Sam Ellis, and Terrigal, and Sam O'Brien for Terrigal. Lucas Holmes, Cardiff.
Cardiff goals, just trying to go over the top and get Gary Birkinshaw here. Cardiff goals for all single goal kickers. Jack Lennon, Nick Chapman, Liam Gibson, Tom Quaid, and Tom Yench, David.
Okay, thank you, Lucas. Now, we're not going to go to a break. There'll be Gary Birkinshaw's going to host the women's 400-metre race coming up shortly. We'll just have a bit of a chat here, Lucas, amongst ourselves. Gary will escort the people off, and then we'll come back. Lucas, what do we have here? Terrigal Avoca kicking the last 4 goals of that quarter. Yes. And that's a massive. They've put their foot down. This is sort of where I thought the game would be at half-time. Cardiff had a great spell there where they kicked 4 of 5, and the game's almost ebbed and flowed, hasn't it?
Yes.
In clumps. So, very interesting so far. Terrigal, for mine, really settled. I think they realised they were in a bit of strife and just put the foot down. And they had goals kicked out, Louis, to Ellis, Mark Hughes, Ryan Webster, and Alexander White, and looked very convincing in doing so. Lucas, your thoughts and synopsis?
You've summed that up pretty well there, David. I've actually been quite impressed how Cardiff had got. I was talking before the game how Cardiff had to bomb. If Cardiff bombed their ball into their forward line, they get chopped off every time, and they've actually done pretty well just trying to spot their forwards up on the lead to try and hit them as low as possible. And their forward pressure's also been fairly good, so their forward entry's been quite good, in my opinion, so far.
Can we just keep the ground clear, please?
And in a minute, we will hand over to Gary Birkinshaw, who will be conducting the women's 400-metre run.
Indeed. And the Hunter Havale Kick for Cash, Lucas Holmes. So we've got players there so far from Nelson Bay, Newcastle City, Warners Bay, Lucas Holmes. Lucas Holmes will be supporting Wellness Bay.
That would be Sophie Lydiard.
The Maitland Saints, Cardiff and Singleton here for this women's 400-metre race. I'm not sure who's going to win an endurance race. Pippa Smythe's quick off the mark, but it's not about that in 400 metres. You've got to be able to sit there and charge. And I thought Schindler Taylor did a reasonable job last week on this plate. Over to Gary Birkinshaw.
For the run against violence, 400-metre women's wild brought to you by Pullman's Patina Strawberry Law. The lineup representing
Pleasure,
Thank you so far, too.
My pleasure, thank you.
Representing Newcastle City, Kaylee Goodwin.
I have an interview next
Representing Singleton.
When we're in Orange, I'll be on air. And so I've got to remember that.
Representing Nelson Bay, Pippa Scott.
I look forward to it, mate. Thanks, Mike. Are you going down to watch the Swans next week?
No, Sophie Niddick.
Clan married. Still. Just. Yeah?
I'll be away with you. This doesn't surprise me. Can she keep this up?
Coming in second place there,
Go, son. Go, son. Pip's gone.
Now, this is what I thought. Just see if anyone's got any insurance to catch up. Because she's hard, she's running on. Now she's 40 minutes.
Pip's gone. Yeah.
She's herself.
It's got about 20 for the man.
Yeah, she paid two.
That's not just a, that's a high.
Wait, mate, how are you? Good. You got out of the festivities, did you, or did you go? Nah. Good choice, I think.
That's a 50-metre win.
What do you think, mate?
That's Pippa Smythe. Yeah, so no, we'll be up with it. I won't get to see the Giants are in Adelaide anyway, but we'll be with the grandchildren in Orange next weekend, which will be lovely. Haven't seen it for a while. Yeah, our bed. Two live there, and one and a half in the baby's bay.
He's still in there, though, but you wouldn't want to be any more.
Our younger daughter lives in Baby's Bay with her husband and son, and she's having another one. And our elder one will have surgery.
The closer and Tyrant gets, Terrigal, I reckon, I'll come with it.
No, that'd be great to talk about those things because there's some interesting things to talk about with the future.
Yeah. Is that?
Just one second.
Oh, where are they?
Okay, just stay on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll just stay on air here because they're going to go to that Hunter Haval kick for cash, I think, very shortly. Magnificent performance by Pippa Smythe, Lucas Holmes. She's fairly gone into cruise control. See you, mate, take care. She's gone into cruise control and still won that by 50 metres. Gary Mercantile.
She is. She has.
So, just waiting here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Got the kick for cash. Back, Matheson.
I'd rather.
Matt, you've got 3 kicks.
That's what you do.
What's your tactics? Right, but you know what Jason Duffel said about the dribble kick? Good, that's probably a good... Well, good luck, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen,
He's gone the grubber. That's an interesting tactic.
not bad stuff.
Flick up into the car. This is an interesting tactic.
Oh, just to the left. Say what, this is a kick.
We'll have a wind up after this one, okay?
All right, come back. Oh, looking good. Come on. Right, Pippa Smythe.
These Pippa Smythe can have a great Lucas. Pippa Smythe will probably kick this in.
We'll see how she goes.
Yeah. Is that right foot?
All out, here we go.
No.
Close-ish.
Close-ish. Here we go. See if she goes here. Someone's going to kick this in.
Oh.
I like the tactic of the grubber, Louis. I reckon the grubber's the go.
Well, it's actually not a bad idea because if you get the right roll, it's going to kick up at some stage into the boot of the car.
It's really intelligent, actually. Here we go, the next one.
Okay, chest short.
And
Sophie.
Sophie Lydiard in the Indigenous jumper. Aren't they a great setup?
They are.
Morris Goolagong take a bow.
All bounce. Bad luck. B. Howard.
Someone's got to get it eventually, David.
Yeah. Here we go. Ooh. Checked up.
We're just a little left.
Well, she's done a hammy. Look, she's done a hammy running. I hope she's okay. Come on, kick it. Let's get one person to win the prize. Come on. Oh.
So close.
She actually hit the car.
Right out, back to the beginning. Pippa.
Now they're bringing it closer.
Right, Pippa. Oh, straight over the top. That's the one you knew last time. Oh, bit high. Look at the drain out.
That's a chance. Oh. Hits the top of the roof. Come on, Sophie. Someone.
Let's go, Soph.
Kick true.
Good try.
I still think that the grubber is a really clever way of going about it.
Good pass, though. Good pass. Right, mate. It's all set up for you.
Got a cook heavy. Can she kick this one?
Oh, inside the car.
That's it. Oh, that's a chest. Just got to wait and see what happens here. And we'll go to a break here at Newcastle #1 Sports Ground. We'll go to a break here and be back with this shortly.
It's like I'm dreaming, you're the one I'm all about. Say
The Havel H2. From just $23,990 drive away. Every drive is a surprise. Have it all.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
You're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-Footers Sailing Club.
GE Industrial Solutions.
Pullman Magenta Shores Resort.
ISC.
Prime 7.
Bar TV Sports.
The Entertainment Grounds.
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery.
Marks Men Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 to 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.
Welcome back to Newcastle number 1 Sports Ground with Lucas Holmes, David Redden with you in the Combox on Bar TV's coverage of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond Cup Grand Final between Terrigal Avoca, who Lucas are 9-4-58, and Terrigal Avoca 6-7-43. Bar TV, we've got Isabel Clay and our EP Liam, best in the business, doing a great job. Louis.
Yes, David.
Now, here we go. This is the quarter. If Cardiff are going to stand up and be counted, it is right now, Lucas Holmes. Over to you, mate.
It is. They don't call it the Premiership quarter for nothing, David. If I were Cardiff in this situation, I wouldn't want to be any more than 2 goals behind, if any, at three-quarter time. If Terrigal Avoca, I think, in the tight moments, in the close moments, their experience and quality rise to the top, and I think if it gets that close, I think they might just be too good in the end. But if Cardiff can hang around and stay around that 2-goal margin, they're in with a chance, David.
Very well said, Lucas. I tend to agree with that. And a big cheer out to our mate Jimmy Newburn, who's texted us and said he's listening to us through the speakers on his drive down to Sydney to watch Manly get belted tonight. Jimmy, cheer out, mate. Thanks for your message, and have a good night tonight. And I don't think Manly will win, and I also think that the Swans will get touched up next week. No, they won't get touched up. But anyway, got to say that for James. So, just about ready to go here. Richardson, Ryan Webster.
Matt Shortle.
And Lockie White off to start for Terrigal Avoca, and coming off for Cardiff. And this is a no surprise. Jones has hardly had a touch.
Murphy.
I'm not sure if, that's really interesting that Murphy and Jones and Walker are all off. Goodness me. So they've probably gone small on the forward line, you would think. Just waiting for the ground league. League operations manager Gary Birkinshaw. Just waiting for a get-go here at Newcastle number 1. Just waiting for ground clearance, and we're ready to go. Off we go. Second half of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond Cup Grand Final. And we're away with Lucas Holmes, David Redden with you, having a ball calling this great Grand Final. Up the ball goes. Oh, well done, Ellis at the second tap. Vukovic misses O'Brien, screws around his down the corner. Trying to pick that ball up, get that ball out quickly. Flint, lovely left-hand handball, comes out. Webster turns on a dime and gets that ball 50 metres. Oh, good mark in front. Really good. Jason Van Dam?
Yes, David.
Really good mark from Jason. He's going to dish off sideways. Finds a man running down. It's Webster again. Bishop pointing out. Webster goes short again. Finds Scoos. 3 short passes will mean that Cardiff have clogged up the forward line. I see that Ellis is inside the arc. So Scoos is going to go option, go back to Webster.
But this is what Terrigal Avoca is very good at, trying to pick apart the Cardiff defence and wait for that right option to go deep inside forward 50.
Webster's found a man, and he's got him. Gee, that's a good mark. I think Jason Van Dam again, is it? Or is it Pete? Just having trouble seeing who that is.
Pete, I think.
I'll just get up and have a look here. It's Pete. So if he kicks this goal, you'll hear his high-pitched voice in Merriweather. Actually, at Redhead, you'd hear his. So Pete Van Dam to put an early goal on the board for Terrigal Avoca, who are up by 15. He's going to kick from around or about 40 metres, I think. Where's the man on the mark? Yeah, there's Stephen. Yep. 40-odd. Van Dam. Pete.
Got a bit under that.
Now, something's happened here. There's a free kick up here at the square, I think. Just waiting to see. No, it's gone against Terrigal Avoca and gone to Cardiff for an infringement. Joseph O'Brien picked it up, Louis, just at the top of the square over here.
Right.
So, not sure who's got the kick.
I've got no idea what's happened there, David.
Yeah, I just saw Joseph O'Brien giving the decision out the corner of my eye. O'Regan, the Irishman, goes wide. Oh, pushing the back, not paid. Ball comes out. Down that line, Thompson. Cardiff get it in their attacking 50-metre arc. Big contest coming here. Pratt's in there, ducks his head. Won't get a free kick for that. Patrick Lala says that's mine. Been a great day here at number 1.
As it always is,
Oh,
David.
yeah, fantastic, mate.
Breeze starting to pick a bit up, starting to get a bit chilly here.
It's chilly here, but the trees around the ground are, again, not breezy at all, so there's hardly any breeze, really. Oh, just on that far side, you can just see them moving, just slightly on the camera. Patrick Lale's got this football. We've gone 3 minutes in this quarter. Sam Ellis, a tap out. Bishop, little worm burner. Delua gets that back. Mark dropped. It was a difficult one as a slips catch. O'Brien at ground level. And another ball up coming here. So, again, a quiet start to this quarter. Sam Ellis is up and gets a left-handed tap down. It's interesting for me that both Ellis and Yinch, Lucas Holmes, can use both hands in ruck work. And it means that they're skilled on both sides of their body. They can use their body to hit blokes out and then use another side. Now, there's a free kick here. But do not know what's happened. Someone's been dragged out, and Pratt's got the free kick. Really interesting there. Pratt comes out of that.
And with you were just talking about the ruckman being able to use both sides of the body, which means that opposition ruckman can't directly read who the player or where they're going to tap to because they can use both sides of their body.
Yeah, absolutely. Pratt, this is a big kick for Cardiff. Free kick out of nowhere. Misses. Behind. Cardiff 6-8. Shooting starting to become a problem. Terrigal Avoca 9-4. 58-44. Terrigal by 14 points. Chris gives you a kick out. Pratt at the back. Oh, smothered by his own player, Houston. Houston goes at ground level. Gretz is in there. And that's out of bounds and full into the Cardiff crowd. So, this one's probably going to have to come down the line. There's not many other options that Bishop's got. Webster's underneath this. Metcalf at the back. And read by the LA Davey medalist of 3 in a row he won. That's out of bounds in the full. Called by Mayo Luck. Superb decision. Ball comes back and off goes Mayo. Jason Van Den didn't have much chance there. That ball carried a bit longer. Perhaps there is a breeze going right to left on your screen. If so, Cardiff's got to kick a monster of goals this quarter. That's a dangerous ball. I thought Ellis has got clouded by Jens twice. Didn't get the free kick. Slips over at the critical time. Yes, was the call from behind me. That's Marcus. Now, what can they do here up forward? Too experienced, Terrigal. Go wide. That's gone to open pasture, and Thompson's leading the way. Gets the football, beats one. Goes long, does Thompson. Good mark.
Sarich?
Or Flint. Close in, got it for me.
It is.
Oh, that's a man dragged out of that contest. 3 or 4 people fell over in that contest. Umpires just let it go. Well done. Oh, good tackle. And holding the man, I reckon. Because he went on with that tackle, Lally's paid that. That's what's happened against Corey Billings. Belmore. Oh, nearly a grab. Oh, ruck contest. That's a goal. Just got to see who that was. Waiting on the umpires are not sure. I think it's Marcus Delure, Louis. Now, they're not sure what's happened here. And it's been given a behind. I swear that was going to be given a goal. 6-9-45 Cardiff, who are coming hard at the moment. Terrigal Avoca 9-4-58. Lucas Holmes.
Must have had to have been touched off the boot then. David's the only option that could have been changed from that decision.
Pete Van Dam's running down the centre on his own, and they freed up
Fleming.
And out the back. Now, who can get to this first? It'll be at Quaid, I reckon. He'll go onto his natural left foot and deliver beautifully to Gretz. That's a lace-out pass. Now, interesting, Gretz has gone forward, Lucas. He's normally a backman for mine. Oh, good mark. Really good jump by Vukovic off 2 feet. Too far out to score, I reckon, for Vukovic. And he's gone short. Oh, there's a man on his own. How's that happen, Lucas? Quaid. Bishop's not happy.
So he shouldn't be.
No, he was left 5 yards and he's open inside his own 25-metre arc. It's ridiculous. Quaid. Great view on your Bar TV cameras. I'll be quiet. Have a look at the cameras.
Coming back.
Tom Quaid's kicked out, and that breeze is going right to left, I'm sure. What's there? So Quaid second, Cardiff back to 7 points behind. 9-4-58 Terrigal, Cardiff 7-9-51. Lucas Holmes.
Subway Morisset. Subway Morisset is open 7 days a week. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. Trading hours 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Support local businesses.
Subway, eat fresh.
There we go.
Cardiff coming hard here. And I think the way that ball swerved in the air, Lucas, I'm sure that there's a little bit of a right to left breeze, so they've really got to be in front at the end of this quarter. Last 2 goals of the match. No, that's right. No. Only goal of the quarter so far to Tom Quaid. Houston, a left-hander. O'Brien reads it best. Gets the ball inside the 50-metre arc, coming through Farquhar. Webster turns around, beats his man. Good strength. Puts the ball up. Jens backing back courageously. Jason Van Dam makes a contest. Ball comes back for Cardiff. Oh, chance here for Quaid. Got to be cool. Terrigal under enormous pressure. Got to get it out. It's on the ground. Now, that's, for some reason, that's Mayo, I think. Slung out of there. Ball still in play. Now out. So 7 points the difference here. We've gone 9 minutes elapsed on. The Terrigal Avoca really haven't looked like scoring, Lucas.
They haven't, but they've been keeping, bar that Tom Quaid goal, they haven't conceded a goal for a fair while, so their defence has been up for scratches as you'd expect. It has been weird.
Farquhar goes to ground off the overhand tap out from Ellis, who's been very good today. Ellis and Jensch, how have you read that contest, Lucas?
Well, it's been... Jensch has been good, but he hasn't really stood out as he has in previous games, has he? Which must mean that Sam Ellis has done a fairly good job so far.
I'd call it almost even money, although Jensch might take 1 or 2 more marks, but Ellis has been good. I think he's kicked a goal, hasn't he?
Yep. And so has Jensch. There's that one after the siren.
That's right. They seem well matched. They're both strong-bodied players. Marcus Delort. That's holding the ball. You can't do that. That's James Hart's made it. Oh, is it McKellar? McKellar's made a fundamental error. And who's got the kick? Marcus Delort, who was the ruckman in that contest. So Marcus Delort's got a real chance to put Cardiff 1 point behind. He's only going to be kicking from point blank. He can fairly get throw it over from there. Delort going through his own process. Cardiff to go a point behind. What a finish from Marcus Delort. Very professional. Cardiff 8-9-57. Terrigal Avoca 9-4-58. Lucas Holmes.
Hunter Haval. Looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family? Check out Hunter Haval on the range of affordable SUVs. Starting from just $23,990, drive away with a 5-year warranty and 5 years roadside assistance. Hunter Haval, give you more. Book your test drive today.
Game on, ladies and gentlemen. It is 9-4-58, 8-9-57. It's a point the difference. Joseph O'Brien. Oh, man, there's a centre square infraction. Vukovic got caught in the square and got out too late. So the ball goes back to the Terrigal Avoca ruckman, who looks like Pete Van Dam is. So that's indiscipline. Got to do better than that. Sitting at the back is Billings. Here he is. Gets that ball out wide. Jason Van Dam leaves the way. Got to pick it up. Can't. Jack Grimman, who's been quiet for a few minutes, needs to get in the football. Probably staying down the forward line a bit more at the moment. Really enthralling game of football here. It's a 1 point difference halfway through the third quarter. You wouldn't ask for better as a neutral observer. Tom Jensch, right-hander. Good tap out. Vukovic. Hart. Waiting here. There's a man on the centre if you can get it to him. And that's Pete Van Dam. Beats a man, just gets it away. Hart helps him. Delua, good handball out. Can Cardiff make him pay? No, they can't. Left footer comes out, rushed. Brian Webster dragged out of that, I thought. Gets a kick out brilliantly to Scoos. Not sure if it was brilliant, but luck. Shortall puts it up. Gary Owen. There's a contest made by Sam Ellis. What can Shortall do at ground level? He can't. That ball comes out from Corey Billings. And Lux of Fortune, Ryan Webster on his own, following through as a good player does.
Just a quick hack is what I was trying to get the first time there from Corey Billings.
Just a quack?
Just a quack, I don't know. But on his right foot, on his non-dominant, that Ryan Webster right where you want your followers, front and centre.
And he'd followed on from a contest up here, Lucas. So, yeah, the breeze is picking up here, ladies and gentlemen, where we are. And it's just there. So, Corey Billings is getting whacked out of play here. Webster.
It's a goal.
Kicks another goal. 2 goals from his small forward. He's contributing, Ryan Webster. Terrigal Avoca 10-4-64. Cardiff 8-9-57. Lucas.
Belmont 16-footer sailing club. Located on the picturesque Lake Macquarie, Belmont 16s is one of the premier venues in the Hunter region, offering the very best in dining, promotions and entertainment. For all the latest news and promotions, visit 16s.com.au or find us on Facebook, the home of the Black Diamond AFL.
Just snuck in at the end there. Cardiff thought that went over the post, but no. So.
And for everybody, if the ball goes over the post, that is deemed as a point.
Correct. Pete Van Dam gets that tap out. Richardson trying to put pressure on Thompson. Delure, actually. Hart reads it beautifully. He's an even ball. Jason Van Dam flying down that corner. Webster will turn. Now he's got a chance here to deliver. Great grab, really. James Webster against this breeze too far out. He will look to find a spot here now. Let's have a look and see. We can see to the right of you where those pictures are. There's a couple of Cardiff players stopping any leads coming. Webster's going to have a ping. I don't think he can get the distance with this slight breeze. Let's have a look and see if the Rolls Royce can do something.
But if he does, he's got to keep it low. But he's probably given it a bit too much air, David.
Touched, I think. Touched on the line. Just. Terrigal Avoca 10-5-65. Cardiff 8-9-57. 8 points of difference. LJ, your thoughts?
Yeah, we just saw with that air just getting them to the ball as the kick's gone long.
Oh!
And Scoos has used his body brilliantly just to nudge. Don't know who that was under the football, but it was a great mark nonetheless by the coach, Mark Scoos.
He's again too far out to score, Lucas. Now, this time they need to get leads and movement. There's none.
Who's that there? So there's a Cardiff play. There's a few Cardiff players in particular.
Yench is in there. Yench is behind the mark. Yep. Scoos.
He's getting that a fair whack.
What a magnificent. The Terrigal Avoca fans love it.
Wow.
Oh, what a kick by Scoos outside the arc. They've been challenged and now they've come back with 2 in a row. Terrigal Avoca 11-5-71. Cardiff 8-9-57. Lucas Holmes.
GE Industrial Solutions. GE Industrial Solutions, partnering with the mining community in the Hunt for the past 50 years, delivering safe and reliable electrical equipment and engineering services to our customers. Also a proud sponsor of the BDAFL women's competition.
He's kicked out from 5 metres behind the arc, and it was touched about 2 metres behind the line. What a goal, Mark Scoos.
Yeah. I remember when we were talking, might have been early in that second quarter, that he hadn't had a greater amount of impact on the game. But look at him now; he's kicked 2 goals and been all of the players. Mark Scoos, very well done.
Yench goes over the top. Ellis turns to beat his man and almost gets pinged. Bishop will get this away. Oh, it's a mark. Is that paid?
No. That'll just be a ball up then, you would expect. Yep.
Well, yeah, I could. Again, Stevens much closer. It was possibly a half volley. You had no idea. I'll pay Stevens' decision any time. Pete Van Dam, uncontested. Bishop reading in beautifully. Jason Van Dam at ground level. Houston gone. Good call, Stephen Bloom. And a lovely tackle, Liam Gibson. Going right. Pratt. Chance here for Terrigal Avoca to turn this back. Oh, good contest. Oh, lovely work, Will McKellar. Van Dam's got to go. Houston gets it out. Corbin Bond. Matt Shortall gets it up. Gary Owen somewhat. Jason Van Dam's going to make a contest, and he does. And gets a good result for his team from when he was 5 yards behind the play. Well done, Jason Van Dam. Terrigal Avoca have settled with 17 minutes elapsed time in this quarter, and the scoring has slowed somewhat. Terrigal Avoca, 11-5-71. Cardiff, 8-9-57. Mayo luck with the throw-in. Lovely tap out. Yench gets 20 metres. Murphy comes back in from Ellis. Oh, where are the Rovers? Jason Van Dam's prowling here. He can't bend over easily, but Fleming can. Up the top of the square. Got to be a contest. And whoever that was, Pete Van Dam, I think it was, stayed out to not give away a 50-metre penalty. Metcalf off to Yench. Off to Gibson. 1, 2, 3, and they're away, Cardiff. Got some room to move. And Thompson's beaten his man. One bounce. Been good today, Thompson. Goes long. And a poor kick. Oh, should have been marked by Sarich. Wasn't. Ball comes back from whence it came. They need that to go out, Terrigal Avoca. Watching the umpire.
No, throw it in.
Talk us through that, please. What you were saying. I agree. Go on.
Well, because of the kick, and there was no one in the play, that it could have been determined it was deliberate out of bounds, but Joseph O'Brien determined that it was a rush kick, so throw it in was the decision there.
50-50 for mine. It was a real show that you wouldn't be complaining. Bishop at ground level's got to get that out now. He's dragged it in. Joe O'Brien says that's mine. 14 points the difference. Hunter Vale Black Diamond Cup Grand Final from Newcastle #1 Sports Ground, alongside our expert commentator Lucas Holmes, David Redden with you on Bar TV. Sam Ellis a tap down. Drum start beating in the distance. Always away, Murphy. He couldn't kick that from short from touched. Just touched. There's a point anyway. So, Cardiff, 8-10-58. Terrigal Avoca, 11-5-71. 13 points of difference. You reckon with how many goals this quarter? Just 4?
Yes.
This will go 23, 24 minutes on that clock, I reckon.
Yeah, 2 from each side. Tom Quaid, Marcus Delore, Ryan Webster, Mark Scoos, David.
And coming straight off the bench was Metcalf. Go square.
Risky kick, but it's all Cardiff there.
Oh, now he's trouble. Can Terrigal Avoca make him pay? Grimmin goes to ground. O'Brien's down there as well. Should be a Cardiff coming away from this, and they do. Lovely kick. And he goes. I thought he went. He does. He kicked one from there in the first quarter. Touched. Yep.
Missed anyhow.
Not Terrigal.
Thank you, David.
8-11-59 Cardiff. 11-5-71 Terrigal. 2 goals. This has been a really good game to call. Very tough grand final. Clean. No rubbish behind play. Just been good footy. Pleasure to be here. At the back. Now they need to tap out here. Webster can't get it out because he's about 12 inches too short. McKellar in there. That's ball's held in. And Joey O'Brien will say mine. 20 minutes elapsed time gone here. Joey O'Brien wants to go backwards from there, and he's saying clear out a path for me. Sam Ellis, beautiful body work against Yench. Oh, great contest, really. Now that's Corey Billings who's on his left, should be able to deliver, and does. Ryan Webster, he
no one. Jason Van Dam's going.
Who's that running on the side? Is that Grimmin? And that's who you want running. And he's gone and had to get rid of the footy. Jason Van Dam has put, as Lucas Holmes said, Jason Van Dam, that is so skillful. Off balance, under pressure. Great call, Lucas Holmes. Terrigal Avoca 12-5-77. Cardiff 8-11-59. They're in front by 3 straight kicks. Lucas Holmes.
Just the ball is about to be delivered back to the centre square. So we'll give that a miss for a minute. We'll get to Poole Magenta Shores presently.
And that's taking the stuffing out of Jason Van Dam. He does that under pressure. Wow. Talk about a clutch goal, Louis.
Yes.
As he comes off and he's very weary after that effort. He's done a great job.
Bit of brotherly love there from his brother Peter.
Indeed. Up we go again. Cardiff down by 3 goals. They probably need one before the end of the quarter with that breeze the way it's going at the moment. Terrigal Avoca have got a sniff at the moment. They've just lifted the intensity levels. Matthew Shortall comes out. Second attempt gets it got long. Good contest in front. Now, Houston's roving. Done it! Could this be the 5-minute patch where Terrigal Avoca put this premiership away? Daniel Houston, a goal. Terrigal Avoca, 13-5-83. Cardiff, 8-11-59. Lucas and Anne Reid.
Pullman Magenta Shores Resort. Pullman Magenta Shores Resort is an exceptional 5-star resort set on 52 acres on the New South Wales Central Coast. Nestled between the pristine waters of the Pacific Ocean, Tuggerah Lake, surrounded by National Park, this resort offers guests everything. Impeccable service, amazing on-site facilities, sophisticated dining options, modern villa-style accommodation, and spectacular event spaces. Also a proud BDAFL charity partner.
Terrigal Avoca up by 4 kicks. Just like that, they've kicked 2 goals. Ball, that wind is now picked up considerably. And he's, good bump. Not a tackle made, though, so Bishop can continue on. Another ball comes in quickly. Wide in front. Pratt with him. Gets a handball away. Houston, overhand handball. Grimmon's got the lead, but he can't quite pick it up. Alexander White does. Needs to get rid of it. Does. That's a throw. Absolute throw. Pratt. And it's on behind play. Oh, watch the footy. Chappie takes that. No need for that rubbish behind play. No mark taken. Richardson's in there. Zoe Jones goes straight through. Yeah, just starting to tip us just to fray a little bit. Lucas.
Just maybe a bit of a shove too close to the fence is why they remonstrated there.
Yeah, I saw that. Good call. Ellis and Marcus Delura in ruck. That's an interesting decision to put Lewis Delura in there, I reckon. O'Brien gets a barrel of that. Mate's got to make a contest. Oh, he takes the mark! Oh, my goodness, Fleming, that's superb. He's got Scoo Square 50 metres away and finds him lace out. Oh, Richardson, finish it. That'll be great teamwork if he does. Oh, he misses off to the side. That's an important kick because they're now 5 kicks in front. Terrigal Avoca 13-6-84. Cardiff 8-11-59. Lucas Holmes.
Magnificent ball movement there by Terrigal Avoca. Fleming with the mark down on the side, but then that handball inside to Richardson on his natural left. Had a ping at goal, almost got it. Done.
He did. Chapman's in there. Bishop's in there. Pete Van Dam's in there. Someone falls over their own player. Sam O'Brien out of bounds. 24 minutes elapsed time gone this quarter. Terrigal have kicked the last 4.
Yes.
Wow.
Webster, Scoos, Van Dam, Houston.
And they're 25 points in front. So
correct.
Talk about answer. Pete Van Dam gets that over to Lua. I've never seen Marcus use it. I'm wondering, Walker's over here on the bench. I'm wondering if Walker's a little bit wounded. For Delure to be in the ruck when he was wounded is a really interesting decision. It doesn't hurt them on the ball, but it might. There gets a tap out there. Webster, who's been terrific today. Lockie White gets that ball long. Goes the barrel. Got to be a contest. Ryan Webster pushed Chad May. A fair square in the middle of the back there at the back of the contest. Out in front of the Terrigal Avoca faithful in that pocket over there, right next to the Newcastle City and that ball complex. Ball comes out. James Webster, finish it. Touch ball. Just desperation effort. 13-7-85 off the touch ball. Cardiff 8-11-59. It's 26 points the difference in what's been a really entertaining grand final so far. I just hope Cardiff have got something left, Louis. I really do.
The game has portents for a good finish if Cardiff can kick 1 or 2 goals, possibly before the end of this quarter.
They all fall over. That hasn't been touched. That's an out-of-bounds free kick to Matthew Shortall. Webster's still pushing an argy-bargy. If he runs away, there's a hole right where Pete Van Dam's running into. There's still a hole there. Not now. They've clustered it up. This will go the hot spot, Louis. 3/4 time. That ball counts, I reckon. Okay, so Cardiff, 8-11-59. Terrigal Avoca 13-7-85. For Terrigal Avoca, doubles to James Webster, Ryan Webster, Mark Scoos and Alexander White. Singles to Corey Bill and Sam Ellis, Jason Van Dam, Sam O'Brien, Dan Houston, Lucas Holmes.
Cardiff goal kickers, David. All single goal kickers, Jack Lennon, Nick Chapman, Liam Gibson, Trent Thompson, Marcus Delure, Tommy Anchin, 2 goals for Tom Quaid.
Okay, we'll be back with you shortly after a short 3/4 time minute break.
It's like I'm dreaming, you're the one I'm all about. Say
The Havel H2. From just $23,990 drive away. Every drive is a surprise. Have it all.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
If you're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family, check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-Footers Sailing Club.
GE Industrial Solutions.
Pullman Magenta Shores Resort.
ISC.
Prime 7.
Bar TV Sports.
The Entertainment Grounds.
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery.
Marks Men Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 to 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.
Okay, just coming back here to the last quarter, I've gone and had a look at the breeze, and for mine, I've just gone and done the old Matthew Lloyd test of throwing the grass up. The breeze is coming, looking at your screen, it's going top left to bottom right, and that's going to support Cardiff this quarter. So, well, you wonder whether 26 points is enough, but they've got the breeze. It's enough to make a small difference. Whether or not it can make them 27 points difference to get home and have a very famous day for their club is yet to be seen. The box seat, it's clearly with Terrigal at the moment. They're going along quite nicely, and they've just kicked the last 4 goals of the game. Everybody's starting to clear the ground now on what's been a sensational day here at Newcastle. And that breeze is definitely picking up. And you can start to see tents and trees around starting to really have some breeze to them. And be very interesting to see where we go in this quarter. And if Cardiff have to strike early to be a chance. And I reckon they've got to kick, I reckon they're probably going to kick 6 or 7 goals in a quarter to win this GF. Terrigal going along nicely, and especially after they were put under enormous pressure. This game has ebbed and flowed like grand finals, so it's been a terrific entertainment so far. Good, clean football. 21 goals kicked in 3 quarters is pretty good going. Okay, Patrick Daly's got the football. We're just about ready to go. Lucas Holmes has got his solo can open. We must be ready to go. Patrick Daly throws her up and we're off. Sam Ellis with the tap out. O'Brien trying to get the football. He's leading here. Oh, great desperation by Fleming, and I mean great. O'Brien comes back like the good player he is. Keller and Quaid. Who can get this football out? Delure's in there. Can't. The ball eludes him. Fleming going wide. O'Donnell. Grimmin goes to ground. He's in trouble. He's got to get rid of it. Welcome back, Lucas.
Thank you, David.
The breaks are so short here that if you have a few minutes away from the office, you get caught out, don't you?
Yeah, we do. Back for the last quarter of season 2017, David. It's been a great one.
It has. Marcus Delors smothered. Little left-hand handball comes out. James Webster tries to fend off Pratt and can't. Ball comes out forward. Rush kick. Oh, great desperation now. That ball's gone wide due to the last second of pressure put on. I think it was Chappie that actually kicked that. So Cardiff 8-12-60. Terrigal Avoca still 5 kicks in front. 13-7-85. Well done. Great judgment. Sarich. Short. Must be accurate. Is.
To Fleming.
It is. Who's had a great year for Terrigal. He'll go well on their best and fairest. Goes backwards and square and finds his man. Here's Corbin Bond. Nice left footer that he is. Now that ball's not a great kick. Thompson just put off the last minute, still manages to get it forward. 2 Cardiff players contest against one another. And a mark taken by Quaid, or was it Murphy? Murphy, thank you.
On the second grab there.
Yeah, in front of Yench. Yench was actually behind him. It has got chilly up. Out of the sun.
Always does. Trent Thompson with that delivery has probably been their best player, in my opinion, so far, David.
He's gone very close to being the best player, man. I totally agree there. Must kick this for them to be a chance. Has. Goal to Josh Murphy. Some 19 points down. 19 points the difference. A lot of time to go. No way I'm calling this game. Not with that breeze and the way that the game's gone today. Cardiff, 9-12-66. Terrigal Avoca, 13-7-85. It's a 19-point gap. Terrigal Avoca cannot put the cue on the rack. This Cardiff side have got a lot to them. They've got a good ticker, and they will come back hard. And I swear that it's a 2 or 3 goal breeze.
You wouldn't expect Terrigal Avoca side to put the cue in the rack, considering the experience, all the experience they've got out there and how they do in tight games, David.
Yeah. Well done. Webster gets the ball out. Sorry, this is Webster now.
Fleming, that was David.
Fleming who extracted. Thank you. James Webster off one step. Tries to find Jason Van Dam, who gets brought to ground. Importantly, good contest there now. Let's have a look here. That's Scoos. Gets it around his body. Out of bounds on the full is the call. Chad Mayo will take the kick. Yep, out of bounds on the full. Patrick Lally down there, right on the spot. Mayo will take this kick over near the sight screens. At the back there is Richardson, bumped out of it heavily. Comes back and fights hard. And Stephen Boone will ball this up, I reckon. Yeah. So it's 19 points of difference. We've gone for almost 4 minutes elapsed time this quarter. Lucas Holmes is looking at me like he wants to say something. Lucas?
No, just going with the flow, David. Just both teams, weirdly enough, just trying to get their hands on the football, feel each other out at the beginning of this last quarter. Just in a bit of a lull, perhaps.
O'Brien in and under. Almost over the shoulder against Ellis, not paid. Thompson again, he's been a very good player today. Sarich, could have been a push in the back, not paid. James Webster, who's been terrific today. Has he? No, he couldn't quite get that. Jason Van Dam. So time just ebbing away quietly. Sam Ellis has got this contest. Now, I'm wondering, Yench must have gone forward, has he? Because the Lure's still on the ball.
And Walker's off, so there must be something up there, if you would imagine.
I think I reckon they've either made a strategic decision or that Walker's not 100%. Smothered by Bishop in and under, as he's done so often in his career. That might be holding the ball. No, gee, the way he was going around waiting, I thought that was going to be holding, but not. Sam Ellis, right-handed tap out. Tackle made immediately. Very heavily congested area. Out comes Bishop, extracts that somehow. over the shoulder. Good result here for Terrigal. Will be out of bounds, and they get it. Gee, there's some people here today. There are just so many people here today. It's great.
There's been people here all day from the time I got here at 8:30 this morning till people will be here long after the game's finished, David.
Yeah, really good crowd, healthy crowd. Newcastle's turned up to one of its best days for this. Inside ball comes off Van Dam. Yench. No,
It's
Thompson.
gone or it's high. Ooh, okay.
And neither paid, which
No.
is interesting. Now, Yench is into the forwards. Yench has come up here. There's no one past basically the centre circle for Cardiff other than Job. He's right in front of us. So, Webster gets it out. That's going to be out in the bounce, and that's fine. So, Yench is trying to get his hand into this contest. There's hands everywhere here. Delua has pushed him away. Yench is out of this. Go on, Louis.
Are they trying to establish Sarich as a one loose at the back here, or is just Sarich's opponent? There's Flint and Sarich. Sarich is gone, and Job had followed him.
So that would mean that there's a loose man, which at the moment looks like Trent Thompson. Thompson's sitting at the back at quarterback in this contest.
Yes, yep.
So Thompson's unmanned, and there's his opposite number, Fleet, up here right in front of us,
Yep.
forming a wall. Great hands out to Scoose. Ball comes, shanks a bit. Jason Van Dam in front. He's got Richardson with him. Can Richardson get there? No, he can't. Putting pressure on Metcalf. And now on O'Donnell. Can Richardson keep up? Does enough to get him to ground. Does really well, Richardson. Good football, both Richardson and O'Donnell. Very good contest, fitting of a grand final.
Sure was. Wouldn't want Richardson to go to ground because O'Donnell would have had open window himself. As most of the players were on this near side.
Correct. Delua wins that ruck contest. Still think that's a fascinating choice to get. And Marcus has been good in the ruck. Gives him an extra follower, I suppose. Nathan Harkness is not afraid to try things, Lucas Holmes. He is not a regulation coach. He does interesting things, and I would have thought that Yench would have started the ball, but they've decided to try and kick goals and win the game through Yench. So,
now I've seen that this year. Nathan Harkness make some moves that have worked.
Oh, well, he's been very good. He's got this football club up from a disappointing minor semi-final loss to a grand final, and they've won the reserve grade grand final too.
Hasn't been named BDAFL Coach of the Year for nothing, has Nathan Harkness?
Lovely Mark Pratt in front of Webster. It's correction, Gretz. There's Pratt. Centre wing.
Is Pratt in the head? Pratt's in the headgear, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Well, Gretz has got no hair. I couldn't see from that fellow.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Job should have taken that. He'd done all the hard work.
Is that a
big
push in the
contest?
back?
Oh, I
No.
thought it was on the side. Job! Now that ball's up for grabs. Yench is up there and takes it. It's almost 50. He's inside 10 metres.
And he's picked it
That's
up
50.
too.
He's got him. Joseph O'Brien's got Xander White. Tom Yench very smart and guarantees a goal for Cardiff. This is the decision that Harkness has made to put Yench to full forward. So he's kicked one. Terrigal Avoca 13-7-85 off a Xander White 50-metre penalty. Cardiff 10-12-72. Lucas.
ISC has been at the cutting edge of designing and manufacturing apparel for elite sporting teams for over 20 years, and they're proud to be the official apparel partner of the Black Diamond AFL.
Wow. Goodness me. He was 5 metres through. He wasn't even close to being outside 10.
Would have been a 50-metre penalty last year with the 5-metre penalty.
Kirsty Ferguson's happy. Her netball team's won today, so she's happy
There
as.
you go. 2 grand final wins in 2 weeks. She's going to be happy with that.
Very much so. Here we go. 13 points of difference. 9 minutes gone. Houston's in the ruck now to give Ellis a break. Webster's been superb today. Extracts another one. Jason Van Dam. Richardson, a lovely pickup. Ellis on the run. Ryan Webster on the run. Can they pick it up? No. Tackle made. Lovely desperation work, Cardiff. That's going to Jackson Farquhar. Can it stay in? Doesn't. Great result for Metcalf. Next goal is pivotal in this one, Lucas Holmes. There, the ruckman. So Marcus Delua is going to have an extended run on the ball, Lucas, and that frees up a couple of other followers. Vukovic and O'Brien will be on the ball with him, and possibly Lennon. Ball comes out here.
O'Brien's just getting a rub down on the bench, though.
Thank you,
David.
Lucas. Smiley Lovell's got in there. He won't be off for too long, I wouldn't think. This has been a most enjoyable grand final. Really has been a pleasure to call. Sam Ellis, pushed out of that by Delura, not paid. Murphy jumps up in the air. One-handed handball, not paid. Quaid gets that ball inside. Thompson's got the sit. Big crash. It's a 1-on-2. Gibson's away. He couldn't from there. Yench's got the sit. Oh, my goodness. What is going on? He runs. No, he's not going to run on. I reckon that kick's outside the square.
So do I.
Yench has got 10 metres. He'll run in. He's too good not to. He won't miss this. He'll take his time.
Run around on the right with the check
and
side.
Check side.
Or a drop punt.
And
either way.
Another goal. Well. We were talking at the break, Lucas, when you when I was on my own about this breeze, and could this move of the Elliott Davey medalist pay dividends? Ladies and gentlemen, game on in a massive way. Terrigal Avoca 13-7, Cardiff 11-12. Yench did kick that as a drop punt. Yeah. Good call, Lucas Holmes.
What we've seen in the past when Cardiff have come back, Terrigal Avoca have then kicked away again, so it'll be interesting to see their response.
Marcus DeLue in the centre with Daniel Houston. No, it's not Sam Ellis. Sam Ellis is back there. Ellis will win this one. Oh, infraction of the square. You're kidding me. Marcus DeLue with the kick. What is going on? We're seeing a massive swing here. DeLue goes long. Yench is there with 2 men on him. Pushed out. Well done. Ellis has got himself back there. Goes short very calmly to Grimond. Away goes Jack down the flank. Beautiful pass. Houston running square.
Fleming's on in the corridor if he sees him. Decides against it. Goes long, even longer towards Jason Van Dam. Spotted at the back by Metcalf.
Mayo. Oh, that's over the shoulder. Will be a Terrigal free kick. Fleming puts his body on the line.
Yes.
Goes long. Not brilliantly, though, and Gretz will mark that easily. It's a poor kick, really. Shanked it. Cardiff got a sniff here. Really have. O'Regan, the Irishman, goes short. I think that's Belmore. Just see if he's left-footed. Yeah, that's Belmore. Going long. Thompson's run forward, and Corey Billings has been very disciplined and got up there and chased him. It's going towards him, though. Oh, he misses. Yench is in there. This is so much pressure. Great tackle. Sam Ellis gets a kick out. It goes sideways. Does the business. Shortle tackled immediately. Cardiff have got an enormous run here. Belmore. Oh, what a tackle. Just puts him off at the last minute. Kept in. Snap around the body. Yench again. And that gets him within a kick. Terrigal Avoca 13-7. 85. Cardiff 11-13-79 and coming.
Hold on. Sorry, David, hold on. It's a throw-in.
I thought that was a behind.
So did I.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. The score's still 85-78. 85-78. My bad. Missed that one. Pressure here. Yench tries to keep it in. Job off the ground. Smothered. Job again off the ground. And sitting in there right at ground level was Jared Flint, and that's the point. So it's 85-79 now. One straight kick the difference. Halfway through the last quarter. Chris Bishop a short kick out. Terrigal's got to be composed, and they can't put the cue on the rack. Cardiff are coming too hard. Oh, great tackle, Webster. That ball's not coming out. It does, actually. Umpire blowing his whistle. So this move of Marcus Delure into the ruck's gone well so far. And Yench to full forward. He's kicked 2 this quarter. What are we seeing here, Louis? Here we go. Bishop goes long as far as he can. Grimond gets an awful bounce, really. Thompson. Now here's a chance. Watkin. McKellar goes, chips it up. 1-on-1 with Webster. Oh, he's taken the mark. Over Spore. Good body work. I thought that was a legit mark sitting in the what they call the sit. Yep. It was good use. Now, this is one of the more important goals of Ryan Webster's career if he can kick it. 15 minutes elapsed time gone. Marcus Delure is exhausted, comes off for rest, and Walker's not crook. So Walker's running out. Ryan Webster.
Ooh.
Post. puts them 2 kicks in front. 13-8, 86, 11-13.
Massive huddle in here, have Cardiff, and as they start
and it's broken. Yep. Good punch out, good discipline play, Peter Van Dam. So it's 7 points the difference. 15.5 minutes elapsed time. Remembering, of course, that is not the official clock. That is elapsed time. We have no idea if you imagine there'll be a 23, 24-minute quarter. They usually are. Tap out comes. Simon O'Brien just immediately tackled. That's Ryan Webster at the bottom of that.
Jack Grimmin.
Oh, big was 9. Thank you. Thank you, Lucas. Holmes 5, Redden 1. Okay. Now, who's gone onto the ball? Oh, Walker has. Ellis with a massive thump. Bishop trying to read it. They'll stay on their feet if they can. Pratt goes through. Here's a chance. Oh, dragged out of that. Play on. McKellar reading it best. Gets it out. Sarich goes long as he can. Off one step. Mark, where are the Rovers? Richardson on his non-dominant. Goes sideways. What can happen with this ball? Houston, Ryan Webster. There's 3-on-1. If that Cardiff player keeps that ball in, that is an amazing effort, and he has. Is that Belmore? It is. No, Spore, actually. How he's kept that ball in, Louis. Massive stoppage.
Yes, very well done then by Spore.
Sam Ellis for the second time in 90 seconds. He's been terrific today, Ellis, I reckon. Out that ball comes. Farquhar. Can he get it around the corner? Does. Scoos. Left footer. Sorry, it was Houston. There's Scoos. What a contest. Gretz is in there. No mark paid. Out come Cardiff. Straight down Sam Ellis's throat. Yes, Lucas.
Sorry, David.
No, mate. It's exciting for both of us.
Chad Mayo sitting in the slot there, so that's very well done there by Chad Mayo.
And he puts it up. Hot spot where he has to. Gretz is coming back. That's a man in front.
Is he called mine?
I don't know.
I
reckon he's called mine.
I think he has.
So that both of them have come in from the side, and what a brave call that is. Holy cow. Pat Lally right on the spot. Up goes Pete Van Dam, gets the tap out. Ryan Webster smothered. Getting a kick in here will be hard. Ball comes out off the ground. Jack Grimmin at ground level. That's the play you want, picking the ball up. Second attempt he does. Xander White. Another behind. Terrigal Avoca 13-9-87. Cardiff 11-13-79. I reckon there's 5-6 more. Cardiff have got to kick 2 more goals. Get a touch. Thompson, he does. Webster, one-hand pickup. Goes on his left foot. Doesn't quite get it right. Gets the ball out. Punched away by Cardiff. Again punched away by Cardiff. Lockie White. Who's he found out here? Oh, he's got a Dean Shepherd out. Did you see Scoos getting him out? Scoos just held his ground, and Ryan Webster's got another shot at glory here.
Even though if he doesn't score, he takes his full 30 seconds off the clock. It's a lot easier to do it now than when they're trying to get the game down.
He has to take 30 seconds, Lucas. He's taking his time, certainly.
On comes Kurt Fleming.
Ryan Webster, what's he done? Got under that one, I reckon. At the back, not taken by his brother. Another behind Terrigal. Don't think it'll be a draw, Lucas. 13-10, 11-13. It's an cracking game of football. Cardiff need 2 more goals, and there's no one in their forward line. You can't see the White Shots weekend. Extraordinary coverage here. Extraordinary game here, sorry. And that ball comes out. That'll be a good result if Cardiff can get that out. Now, if that'll finish the decision, throw it in.
This is where the experienced cool heads. You see Alistair Richardson doing some directing on the bench of Terrigal Avoca.
Jason Van Dam going over to Cam Jones. So Van Dam's got back to his natural position at centre-half back. Jackson Farquhar, that's a good result. No mark taken, but a great contest. Oh, coming straight through like a freight train. James Webster, left-hand handball. Corbin Bond. It's a 1-on-2. He couldn't possibly mark that. Well done by Cardiff. Zach Metcalf. They've got to go and run and do daring now. Out away goes Mayo. He needs that play behind him to Shepherd. And he couldn't quite get there. And away he goes. Now Belmore can carry. Who's he found? It's a helicopter. Joe! Off the helicopter from Bellymore. So there's 20 minutes elapsed time gone in this quarter. Brad Job's got the kick of his life here to put Cardiff within 3 points in what has been a pulsating grand final to watch and call. Absolutely great. Brad Job. Now, Lucas, he's almost kicking down Breeze. Okay? What's the young man got? Job from 30. Misses. 11-14-80 Cardiff. 13-10-88 Terrigal Avoca. Bishop with the kick in duties. He's often does. Goes down the spine and he's got one on. That ball's going to go untouched into the centre. Needs a handball off Shortle. Finds it. Can't quite hit him. O'Regan's in there. Shortle staying on his feet. This is off from the kick out. Pete Van Dam in front. Needs to tap it over. He's got a 1-on-3.
Scoozes out.
Here's a chance. Sam Ellis. No, it's going to fall short. Let it go. One behind. Terrigal Avoca 13-11-89. Cardiff 11-14-80. 21 and a quarter minutes elapsed time. Lucas Holmes is grinning like a Cheshire cat. He and I are getting the privilege of calling a great game of football, Louis.
How good is this to watch, David? It's unbelievable.
Mate, this is a dream. I wouldn't be anywhere else for quids. And out of bounds from Van Dam. Now, where's Tom? Yetch has, I think, gone to full forward. Yep, they've left him there, made a decision and stuck with it.
Walker's on the bench, so where's Delure?
I'm assuming Delure's running in at the back with the knee, with the bicycle pants that will take this. Not too long to go now. They need a goal now. Delure wins the ruck contest, uncontested. Simon O'Brien, great tackle, Webster. And out. 9 points the difference in what's been a great game of footy today.
Only 3 goals kicked in this quarter, David, so all by Cardiff, so there shouldn't be a very long quarter at all.
Sam Ellis tapped down perfect to Richardson. Can't quite get his kick away. This game actually needs another goal from Cardiff to make it really interesting. Held in. 22 and a quarter minutes elapsed time. 9 points the difference. I don't need those binoculars. I need to see the screen, Lucas. My bad. Ellis in front. Delure's been terrific in the ruck. Out the ball comes from Spore. Got to take a mark shortly. Out read by Fleming. Couldn't be tackled by... Now Thompson's there. 1-on-3. Terrigal's got lots of numbers here as you'd expect. Trying to clog him up. Ball comes out. Job. And that's out of bounds and the clock stops. 22 and 3/4 minutes gone. Terrigal woke up by 9 points. At the moment, they've got control. They haven't kicked a goal this quarter. That Breeze has played a part. But they've held on so far.
And there it is.
Terrigal Avoca win the premiership. Does that count? It doesn't. So, Terrigal Avoca win yet another flag. A superb, wonderful game of football between two terrific football sides. Terrigal Avoca 13-11-89. Cardiff 11-14-80. Goal kickers for Terrigal Avoca, who did not kick a goal in the last quarter. James Webster 2, Ryan Webster 2, Mark Scoos 2, Alexander White 2, Corey Billings, Sam Ellis, Jason Van Dam, Sam O'Brien and Dan Houston 1 each. Lucas Holmes, Cardiff.
Cardiff goal kickers, 3 goals for Tom Yetch, 2 goals for Tom Quaid, and then singles for Josh Murphy, Marcus Delure, Trent Thompson, Liam Gibson, Nick Chapman and Jack Lennon, David. Wow.
What do you say? What a sensational game of football. It was a privilege to watch. Lucas Holmes, give us your thoughts, please, mate.
Firstly, as you said, a privilege to watch those as the umpires make their way off the field. It was very well umpired, David.
Superb job from the umpires. The bravest call of the lot. I tell you what, Patrick Lally must have a big ticket. That call to make that ball up with 2 boys coming from the side to mark.
It was the right call too, though.
It was because neither of them was in front.
Yep.
If there'd been one in front, you'd be howling, but it wasn't.
No, it was the right call.
Great job by the umpires on a superb day. And look, I think these two, and you can look at it now, they've got enormous respect for each other, these two clubs. And the best thing for me is that Cardiff were superb. Oh. They really were. They were down and out, and they've kicked the last 3 goals of the game. And the move of Yench up forward just didn't pay dividends. Although Marcus Donald was sensational in the ruck.
Yeah.
But, oh, wow, what a game. What a privilege, mate.
It was a very intriguing game from us being the neutral supporters in this, but it would have had supporters of either club going to and fro for the whole game.
Oh, yes. Now, your best players for the side?
This is quite hard, actually, because Terrigal Avoca
They had a very wide spread of goal kickers, so it was sort of even. But I think Mark Skews was really, really good in the end.
Could you keep talking, please, mate?
Yeah.
I think I'm about to get a phone call here.
Yeah.
I'll just wait and see if I do that.
Yes. Mark Skews, I thought, was really good in the end for Terrigal Avoca. Sam Ellis as well in the ruck. David?
Sam Ellis was terrific.
Yeah.
Like most of the season, Terrigal Avoca's performance has been very even.
Yeah. James Webster was also very good today in and around the contest. And for Cardiff, as you just said then, Max Delure in the ruck playing wounded. Him playing was wounded as well as trying to make up for Andrew Walker.
Sorry, I need to interrupt. I need to give Gary our best player. Who do you think our best player was?
What do you think, David?
Thanks a lot.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get both of our opinions. I don't want to...
Oh, gee, it's so hard. Look, I reckon James Webster was close. Sam Ellis, James Webster.
Ellis, Webster. Either way, Al?
James.
Webster?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll just text that off to Gary.
Yeah.
And leave it at that. Leave that with Gary for the moment. That's my opinion anyway.
Yeah.
I thought Ellis was terrific, but Webster got a lot of football.
Yeah.
Cardiff, so brave. I thought Delure, wounded and playing the ruck for the second half, was great. Yeah. I thought Gretz was really solid. I thought Mayo had a good day out. O'Brien was tough. Didn't get huge amounts of football. Thompson was just about their best player. You mentioned that earlier on in your call, and that was a very perceptive opinion, I thought. Look, what a game of football that was. Look, credit to both sides for producing an outstanding end to our season. It's been a long season, but it's been most enjoyable. I think that'll see the retirement of a few Terrigal Avoca players, Lucas. I think that we know that Pete Van Dam's done. I think you'll find Alistair Richardson might be done. You don't know about Bish. He's getting into his late 30s. But goodness me, they've set the template up for some great players in their future.
They have, and they've got some very talented young juniors coming through, as we've seen in this game. Dan Houston, the White brothers as well. So they've got some very, very talented youngsters coming through the ranks.
They have, and you think about. I think if James Webster doesn't play, that Cardiff just about get home.
Yeah.
He got so much of the football.
And he just adds that extra dimension. We saw through the season, Terrigal Avoca were very, very good throughout the season. But when Webster came back in late in that season, it just added another dimension to that midfield, which is already by far the best in the competition, in my opinion.
Yes, it is. With the Newcastle City losing a few players.
Jackson.
Baker.
Yeah.
And this is the other sides who are watching this today should go and have a look at where these two sides are at for the professionalism in the way they played. And the discipline was pretty good. There are a couple of little things like Xander White's 50-metre was unforgivable down here. That was blatant.
Yeah.
He wasn't near anyone, But look, overall, sensational. Lucas, well called, mate. It's been it's been a very good season. It's been a lot of fun, hasn't it? We're very close here to the presentation, which we'll hand over to Gary Birkinshaw for. Lucas, thank you for a great season. It's been most enjoyable. We've called some great games of footy and had a lot of fun, haven't we?
We have, sure. It's always been a privilege, as we keep saying, David, and great fun as well. We've had some spectacular games, not just during this season, last season as well. It's been great fun, and another great way to wrap up our season for 2017 with another outstanding grand final here we've had today.
I'd like to say thank you to our Bar TV crew of Isabel and Clay on cameras, and our EP Liam has been with us all year. Clay's almost done every game with us this year as well. Great job, mate, and Izzy. Fantastic. Great to work with you. Lucas, it is, just before we hand over, it is an absolute privilege to do this. When you're sitting here, you wouldn't be dead for quids. That was a great game of footy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get the presentation underway.
We're back with you.
Around the stage, please.
Gary's just talking in the background. We'll be with you very shortly. It is a privilege call. You wouldn't be dead for quids. I hope that came out in our call that we were really... It was actually very exciting, especially when Cardiff went bang, bang, bang. And then Terrigal Avoca basically put down the shutters. And they almost did put the cue on the rack. They kept on having shots at goal. They didn't stop. And they managed, just through their experience, to get themselves home. Presentations to get underway very shortly here. Thanks to our major sponsor, Hunter Haval at East Maitland, who have been wonderful supporters of footy. And all of our other sponsors, including Belmont 16-footers. And much credit must go to the BDAFL under the presidency of Wal Bembich and our league operations manager, Gary Birkinshaw, who is, from what everybody says, the best football administrator in the state. And we have the pleasure of working under Gary's supervision, and it's just to work with the man is wonderful for us, and I've learnt so much, even at my age, about professionalism and dedication and never accepting second best and whatever else. So enormous credit to all of you, and Gary in particular. We'll hand over to Gary for the presentation shortly and stay on air with you. Liam, great job this year, mate. You've been fantastic to work with, our executive producer who works every day. He had a grand final last night. He's been, as I said, he's been all over Australia like the Leyland brothers in the last 6 or 7 weeks and doing football and other things for Bar TV. You've done a great job. You're a credit to yourself, mate, and thank you so much for a great year. Clay, fantastic work, mate. You're a very, very fine camera operator, and I hope you have a wonderful career. I really do. You're great to work with. Isabel, Audrey Gillingham, my man Justin from the Central Coast as well. All done a wonderful job, and we thank Isabel, who's been here all day as well. And our mate, the Ranger, who was here for a while, Johnny.
Johnny was here this morning. Great to see him.
Look, we haven't got too much longer left in our season. It's been a great season of football. And I suppose just before the presentation starts, we will come back to a vastly different Black Diamond Cup in 2018. At the way things are looking, it's going to be 11 sides. So the inclusion of Singleton, Maitland, Gosford, Wyong Lakes and Lake Macquarie to the Black Diamond Cup.
Correct.
It's an 11-team competition, and the addition of the entrance Baddo Bay, Terrigal, Avoca and Port Stephens into the women's competition, making that a 15-team women's competition, which is mind-blowing, Louis.
It sure is. I kept saying it throughout. We're seeing how far women's football has come in the past few years. It's been mind-blowing, as you said. We're just about to commence the presentations here under Gary Birkinshaw. We will come back with you to say our farewells once this is finished.
We will. Now, we're just waiting. As soon as Gary starts speaking, we'll go off the... we won't talk, of course, and we'll get everything done. The presentation will go for 7 or 8 minutes. We'll come up for a quick wrap-up, and then that's it, Lucas, for us for 2017.
It will be, David.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get the presentation underway. But first of all, let's put our hands together for Terrigal, Avoca and Cardiff. What a fantastic game of football. It's football like that that keeps the Black Diamond AFL improving every year, so well done all involved. Also, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Hunter Avoca, around here earlier for their kick for cash. First year they've been involved. It's certainly great to have them involved. So put our hands together for Hunter Avoca and also all our other sponsors. I'd just like to thank our umpires for today's game. Field umpires, Jerry O'Brien, Stephen Newell, Pat Lally, Darren Bell, Nick Hickson, Pat Gregory, Paul Taylor, John Butler, Tom Sullivan, Jay Taylor, and J.J. Bateman. Put our hands together for the umpires, please.
Terrigal, Avoca, number 20, James Webster.
First of all, I went to Cardiff. There's nothing out there, and I see what you're coming hard at there, and that was sanitation. So, you stuck together and you're going in the right direction, and you're a mighty football club. So, well on you guys today. Do a lot more. The word family gets thrown around a lot. I think it's pretty obvious today. The amount of people we've got, not just 22 players, but 35 guys that have gone to our team this year. And our family all standing around us, so it's means the world to us. It's the best grand final I've ever been involved in, and it means a lot to all our boys. It's been a cracking year. Coach Hughes, everyone that's helped out, it's been sensational. So thanks to the BDAFL, and thanks very much for everyone. you did good for us today. You played a really good brand of footy, and thanks for a great game. Firstly, to all the supporters at Cardiff, you guys really turned out, and thank you so much for all your support. Especially the Lady Hawks have been amazing. Even time and effort into today, so it doesn't go underappreciated. To Nate, our coach and all the support staff, you guys have put in so much effort, and we can't thank you enough for what you've done. And the club's really in a good place at the moment, and it's a part of that is with you guys. To our boys, very proud of you today. We really gave it a crack. We just couldn't quite get there in the end, but no one really gave us a chance today. No one really gave us a chance all season. So to do what we've done today and come 2 kicks away from a friendship is really good. So thank you, boys, very proud. First of all, thanks to all the fans, both Terrigal and Cardiff, for making sure Cardiff on the field today. Well done. I just had myself to have there to be a great atmosphere this year. It's a great start to the AFL. Well done. Good to see yourself coming back. It's been great to Cardiff. We're looking forward to seeing on the field. We're going to be much like ourselves together over the next couple of weeks. And we've been pre-season the next couple of years strong next year. So that was good doing stuff here. Thanks everyone.
Number 21, Jason Sandy. To present the historic Black Diamond Cup and also the 2017 Black Diamond Cup Terrigal Premiership Trophy, the 2017 Premiers.
Just some final thoughts from you before we head off, mate.
Just a very well deserved, very well rounded performance there from Terrigal, Avoca. Well deserved premiership. They've been the best side all year during the regular season, and in this final series they've done a very well job. Good job, Ryan. You can't take anything away from Cardiff though. Tried very hard all year, almost got there in the end, pushed them right to the limit, which we've hardly seen from any side to do against Terrigal Avoca all season. David.
Yes, Lucas. On behalf of the Bar TV crew, Isabel and Clay and Liam, our expert commentator Lucas Holmes has provided such great insight into the game this year. David Redden's my name. It's been our pleasure to call the grand finals, all three of them today, Louis.
Big day, mate.
Time to rest the vocal cords. Everybody have a very safe night. Congratulations to Cardiff, Maitland and Terrigal Avoca, our male premiers in 2017, and Newcastle City in the women's competition. On behalf of Lucas Holmes, David Redden signing off for the 2017 season. Good evening and safe driving.
It's like I'm dreaming, you're the one I'm all about. Say
The Havel H2. From just $23,990 drive away. Every drive is a surprise. Have it all.
G'day, Rabbit and Julie Goodwin here from Star 104.5.
We love the Central Coast and we love our local sport, especially the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL.
If you're looking for a feature-packed premium SUV for your family, check out Hunter Haval and their range of affordable SUVs.
We want to give a massive thank you to all of the Hunter Haval Black Diamond AFL sponsors.
Belmont 16-Footers Sailing Club.
GE Industrial Solutions.
Pullman Magenta Shores Resort.
ISC.
Prime 7.
Bar TV Sports.
The Entertainment Grounds.
Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery.
Marks Men Workforce.
Please support our sponsors that support us.
And we'll catch you on the radio 6 till 9 weekdays on Star 104.5.